I'm indecisive whenever there's someone new. Can't tell if I should block them or just let them through. The moments we're together, everything is cool. But at this point in life, I don't know what to do. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learned my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. Keep calm when the wind blows. I know everything gonna work out, so I aim up high when it feels low. I know it's hard to trust someone these days, and I know I go overboard when I think about all these things. Thoughts inside my brain, try to keep it sane. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learned my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, pick up the vibe. Feels right this time. I can't decide. But at this time, just live my life. Enjoy the ride. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right.
There's no picture on the screen, starting screen. Someone's getting fired for that. Where's my mic? That's weird. Oh boy, hopefully streaming quality looks okay. Had to do a lot of setting up settings and whatnot today, so did a quick check. Everything looks like it's coming through okay. Surely, hopefully. Y'all can start complaining if it looks terrible. I think we should be okay. Hopefully.
Everything is all good till you come around. I've been trying to dodge you when you in town, but you know these streets and I get knocked down every time that you hit me. Man, I've been feeling so sickly, broken open. I've been hoping one day that you'll just go away, cause I can't take this no more. With you in my life, I'm so torn. I feel like breaking down. Evade this cloud that you made over my head, raining down. Whoa, I get so lost inside your mess. Yes, you know it's true. And every time that we meet up, I get so sick, like I got the flu. And I know this ain't good for my mental health. I just fall apart every time that we meet up. It just breaks my heart. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the ICU every time I see you. I'm trying my best to never be like you. Dear jealousy, why you come around? When you talk, I really hate the sound. Make me blind to the things in life that I should be thankful for, and somehow you just show up. It really makes me sick. Relationships are the worst with you, and you in the view. It's hard to live true. I don't know what to do with. It's difficult, all these things that I try to cope with every day got me losing hope. Always drag me down when I try to stay afloat, wishing you would just let me go. Always feeling like I'm out of control, don't know when and I don't know how, but I swear that I'll get you out of my soul. Cause I know this ain't good for my mental health. I just fall apart every time that we meet up. It just breaks my heart. I feel like I'm in the ICU every time I see you. I'm trying my best to never be like you. I feel like I'm in the ICU every time I see
Hello, everybody. Okay, cool. Audio looks good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Soul Gaming Sunday. It's been a while. I'm Thomas, and today Playing a little bit of 2d6 Dungeon. Supposed to be last week's stream for tier 2 member decided stream, and I was busy and a bunch of other stuff, so we're here today. Hope everybody's doing good. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't streamed in a hot bit, but I guess it hasn't been that. It's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, happy Sunday. Yeah, hopefully audio and video looks okay and sounds okay. One of the main reasons I didn't stream last week is because I wiped my laptop on purpose. And doing that, I just hadn't had a chance to reset up all my streaming stuff. So I was doing that this morning. Excuse me. Hopefully everything goes okay-ish. I really kind of just, in OBS is the software I use, I kind of just left most of the stuff as default. I mean, I have like pictures and like notes of my previous settings, so I could like import them over if I wanted to. But I'm just gonna try to rock with what OBS gives me as a default. See how that goes. Maybe adjust them at some point. But yeah. And yeah, I had to like reset up my multi-streaming thing because that I had to re-download. So hopefully we're good. We shall see. Y'all can yell at me if anything looks bad or sounds bad. Hopefully we're good. But yeah, boy oh boy, I've been busy. But yeah, I wiped my laptop, which is something I've been doing for the last few years at the beginning of the year. I really like doing it. I don't know. I mean, I like just having I use my laptop for this and work, and just it's like my general like main computer. So I've like been doing that for the last few years, where at the beginning of the year, wipe it. I do like, I have a Mac, so I can do like Time Machine backups, which is like their way you can back up and restore stuff. But normally I don't even restore from that. I just wipe it and start fresh, because it's nice just getting rid of programs I don't need and clutter on it. And it kind of also in a way forces me to make sure I have like important stuff backed up other places. So yeah, I don't know, it's something nice I like doing. It can be a bit of a pain, like it was with resetting up OBS, but then it also kind of forces me to like document which OBS settings I have. And yeah, I don't know, I think it's a good thing to do, but it has its pains and just takes a little bit of time. So that was one of the main reasons I didn't stream last week. I've also just been real busy lately, like this past month, and then especially this past like week, I've been real busy. And unfortunately, there's a good chance in the upcoming weeks I'm just gonna get even more busy with life stuff. Not much I want to talk about right now, but it's nothing bad by any means. And if anything, it's some exciting stuff. But yeah, I've been busy last month, busier this like last week and a half, and there's a good chance this next like few weeks I'm gonna be even busier. So I do apologize for my sporadic schedule, but fair warning, there's a good chance it's gonna get even more sporadic in the upcoming weeks, month or so. Yeah, which like I'll go ahead and say this now, like I'm not going to be uploading any videos this week because of that. Like, but I was like, okay, since I didn't stream last week, I was like, this week I want to at least stream, and then I just won't do any videos. So yeah, that's just kind of how that's gonna go. Stream looks good, sounds good, glad to hear. Smart idea, definitely need to do that with my laptop. It's a good thing to do, because like I said, yeah, it just kind of declutters it, and it also kind of forces you to like back up all the stuff that you may need and should probably have backed up somewhere else anyway. So hello there, Oblique, howdy to you too. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Listen to a little bit of Oblique right now with some brain soup. Yeah, so I'm trying to think what I've been up to the last 2 weeks. I've been, like I said, real busy with a bunch of stuff. Let's see, let me go through like my little order stuff. Games I've been playing. One game I've been playing, Slay the Spire. I've been busting that back out a bit. Super fun. I've been trying to get through the higher ascension levels in Slay the Spire. I think right now I'm stuck at like Ascension level 9 or 10, which is up there because in the video game I think there's like 20 or 22. In the board game there's only I think 13 Ascension levels. So I'm like almost there. But it's tough. And man, I had some really good runs. I was kind of rotating between all the different characters because the Watcher is definitely my favorite. Defect is probably my second favorite. I don't know, the more I've been playing Ironclad and the Silent, I don't vibe with them. I think they're not bad, but I feel like when you play solo, you kind of have to be good at everything, where if like you're playing multiplayer, you could kind of just be good at damage and let someone else kind of help out with like defensive or putting like debuffs on the enemy. But I feel like the Silent and Ironclad are just not good solo. Maybe I'm just bad at, it could just be a skill difference. But man, I feel like they just suck solo play. Like, I don't know, maybe I just have really bad runs with getting good cards, or maybe I'm just, it's a skill diff thing. I don't know. But I still routinely return to the Watcher. I think they're easily my favorite, and I think they're one of the best, at least for solo play. Maybe overall play too. Like, they got some really strong cards, especially like with their stance switching, their miracles. They have some really powerful rare cards. There's so many different builds you can go with, like building towards Wrath mode, building towards Calm, doing like a Scry build. It's very, very fun. So I've had a couple good runs. I think I'm stuck on like Ascension level like 9 or 10. Hello there, Dallas. Hope you're doing good. Orb Man is still my go-to. I mean, Defect is my second favorite, I would say, behind the Watcher, which the Defect is fun. I feel like it's just some of the builds for them, at least I'm talking in the board game pretty specifically right now, can be pretty hard to get going. But I mean, the Defect has one of my favorite builds in the game, which is the Claw build, and where you just build like a super thin deck of like 0 cost cards, and you're just trying to like cycle through it as fast as you can. There's a couple like good powers that Defect has to pull that off, so it's pretty fun. I really enjoyed that game. Which speaking of which, I don't know if I had done these since before my last stream, but over the past couple weeks I put out a couple tier lists, 3 tier lists specifically, where I ranked every RPG I've played, every solitaire board game I've played, and then every board game I've played. And I really enjoyed doing those. I think I much prefer those doing than what I've done the past years, where I use the one site Pub Meeple. I think tier lists are just a bit more interesting and also give a bit more insight onto where I would personally rank games rather than just where they lie just compared to each other. It gives a little bit more, I think, insight on how I feel about the game. Those are really fun, and I think it seemed like view-wise they did pretty good, especially. So here's some fun facts for you. The board game tier list one is in my like almost 3 years of this channel is my fastest growing video. Now, I mean, it's slowed down at this point, but like it kind of skyrocketed in views. It was a little crazy. I think it's already over at like over 1,000 views or something. It kind of did some numbers, which is fun. But then also, fun fact, it is now in like my 3 years of doing my channel, my most disliked video, which fair enough. I mean, it reached a wider audience outside of my channel. And to be fair, maybe this was to my own detriment. I did make all of the thumbnails for the videos pretty clickbaity, which I don't know if that had to do anything with it. I think it was more just people didn't agree with my opinions on some games, and so they just disliked the video, which I don't get the logic behind that. But regardless, I mean, my opinions are my opinions, and that's just how it is. I rank Spirit Island at a C and people freak out, or I call Dominion boring. think it is. I think it's compared to like for a deck builder, compared to Slay the Spire, Dominion's so boring. Is it a bad game? No, but I would pick Slay the Spire over that any day of the week. And obviously a lot of my opinions have changed on games. There's some I really like at first and then grow to dislike. Some I dislike at first and grow to like. So, hello there, Sayana. Nice to catch another one of your streams. Glad you could be here. Happy Sunday. And we're gonna be getting to a little bit of 2d6 Dungeon here soon, which I haven't played, I think since, it's been a couple months probably since I think I did my board game marathon and I added this in there. When was the last time I played it? Dislike proportionally or absolutely? No, absolutely. It has, if I just look at the raw dislikes, it has more dislikes than it's just by like a couple. And it's not like, I think it's like 13 total, so it's not like it's that much, but like I could pull up the stats real fast, but like, you know, I've been doing this for a while, so I have some videos that have kind of got a lot of views. Like my most viewed video is my D&D video, which has 12,000 views. That has 365 likes, 9 dislikes. Not bad, but this board game tier list currently has 28 likes, 13 dislikes. So even proportionally, it's at like a 68%. Which once again, I don't know if it's because I made the thumbnail a bit clickbaity, or if it's just because people didn't agree with a lot of my opinions, but I don't know. But yeah, like I have videos that have way higher views and a lot less likes. So I think it was just people couldn't handle the hot takes I had, which I knew the world wasn't ready for that tier list, but it was fun to do. I really enjoyed doing those 3 videos, and definitely think I'll make that like a yearly thing I do. Yeah, there's some game. Yeah, it was cool going back through like a bunch of games I haven't played in a while, but the board game list took a while because I did every game I've owned that I've played at least twice, because I have a couple games on my shelf of shame. And yeah, it took like 45. I was trying to go through them quickly and it still took me like 45 minutes. So, but yeah, those were fun. So those are stuff some videos that I've been releasing lately. The solitaire one was pretty fun. I think the RPG one and board games are probably a lot more interesting, but I think the solitaire, I don't know. The solitaire is stuff that does really well on this channel and that people seem to like, and that I enjoy, but I don't think there was any big surprises there. That I like a lot of the Ice Ludo games, and pretty much every game I've played I like quite a bit. I don't think I ranked anything lower than a C, and there was only a few in the C tier. So yeah, that was fun. I finished up the Ice Ludo games. That's another thing that's pretty cool. I've played through all 12 of them at this point. I gotta start finding some new games to play, but they're always doing like on Board Game Geek, like solitaire card game design contests. I've played a few of them in the past. Like Deck of Spies I've played was part of I think it was like the 2022 solitaire design contest. And I've been looking at some. There's one called, yeah, it's like Pocket Kingdoms or something. It's basically a solitaire card game that's kind of based on the board game PAX Premiere, which I've never played but heard very, very good things about. So that's one I want to try sometime soon. That was going to be coming out this week, but then, like I said, I'm not going to be doing any videos this week. I'm taking a week off because I'm just super busy right now. But sometime in the future, I want to get to that one. That would be cool. So yeah, that's board game wise. That's pretty much all I've been playing. What else? I guess I hung out with some friends last weekend. I'm trying to think, what did we play? We played Bonanza. I've been bringing that more with me whenever I go like play games with friends, and that's just, it's still so fun. What else do we play? Project L is a game my one friend has, like an abstract game. I'm not big on abstract games, but it's an okay one where you just have like little puzzles that you're trying to fill in that get you more pieces to let you complete more puzzles, and it's fine. I don't mind playing it, but obviously I'm not big on abstract games, and yeah, that one's okay. I think I thought there was another game I played, but I don't know. Maybe not. Like look at my games that I have. One game that I'm hopefully going to be playing next week, as long as, you know, like I said, I've been busy, and there's a chance the next few weeks I'm going to get even more busy. But next week's stream, ideally, will be this little game that I picked up a while back, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking game. Because I actually just finished the Fellowship of the Ring, the first book of the Lord of the Rings, yesterday. Finished it on a drive. I've been listening through it on Audible, so now I'm finally through the book, I feel comfortable playing the game. I won't get like accidentally spoiled on anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try to probably play that next solo gaming Sunday. Should be pretty fun. Let's see, RPGs. I guess I played a bit more of Starforged with a good old Cypher, the space detective, which series is going pretty good. I do feel like those last 2 videos I put out the week, I kind of rushed them a little bit because I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to make those videos pretty short, like under 25 minutes, which I think those both were. And I actually got a lot done in those videos, but almost felt like too rushed. But maybe that's because like a lot of the time I play pretty slowly and like take my time with stuff. But I am pretty happy with how like the story is going, and you know, I'm not gonna spoil anything if any of y'all aren't caught up on the Cypher Space Detective series. But we start figuring about what's going on with Zephyr and Badger and Spider. We don't really feel. Well, we figure out a little bit about Spider. So I'm curious to pick up on that more and kind of dive a bit more into that. But that's been fun. Looking forward to playing 2D6 Dungeon today. I haven't played this in a while. Fair warning. I think it's when I looked at the channel, it's like. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'll stop tapping the eraser. I'm fidgeting. Does it sound like this? Yeah, I haven't played 2D6 Dungeon in a while. I think probably like 6 months. It's probably been close, if not more, because I think June is when I did my board game like marathon, a 12-hour board game marathon. And I think that was the last time I played it. Maybe I played it once since then. I was rereading some of the rules today. Once again, I was kind of busy this morning, so I didn't have too much time. I did already create a basic character, I think, pretty much. Kind of have a map ready, so we're pretty much ready to go, so we can kind of hop into it whenever that's good. Got an energy drink here. What else? That's pretty much it from my end. Just been busy. Still been watching through House, the one TV show I've been kind of watching through slowly. I'm almost done with it. There's 8 seasons total. I'm on season 7, part of the way through season 7. So that's been a really good show. I'm really enjoying where it's going. I'm curious how it's gonna wrap up, but I've been liking it. Any predictions regarding Kansas City versus Philadelphia? I kind of forgot that was even happening today. Probably not gonna be watching it. I don't even know what time it starts. Maybe it's gonna start while I'm streaming, which is maybe not good on my end, man. I'm sure all my viewers are gonna be watching the Super Bowl. That's definitely who knows. I'm going Philadelphia. Yeah. Definitely Philadelphia. That's my prediction based off of absolutely nothing. They're the Eagles. Birds, they fly, they soar. They're gonna soar to the goal, and they're gonna cheat with birds, and that's how they're gonna win. That's my prediction. I've heard rumors that the halftime show should be interesting. Kendrick Lamar. That should be pretty cool. So maybe, I'm sure that'll be uploaded somewhere that I can watch it after. I've also heard that, I don't know where I heard that. I mean, it was somewhere on like probably Reddit that there was like people trying to get like Canada or something to shut off like power to the Super Bowl somehow, which I guess Canada provides US a lot of power, and I don't know how that would work. I doubt that's gonna happen. That just seems crazy. So who knows? Crazy stuff's been going on in the U.S. I'll tell you that much. I don't really want, I don't want to get too deep into politics here, but it's been a pretty interesting last few weeks. I mean, how long has Trump even been in office? Like, it's been like 2-3 weeks. Like, a lot of crazy stuff's been going down. Lots of protests going on, especially as of recently. I mean, not even just here in the U.S., but like all over the world. It's like, not just crazy stuff going on here. Lots of, I mean, I know like there's been protests in Germany. I think Germany has an election coming up here soon. Yeah, crazy stuff. I feel like I don't know if there's anything else I'm gonna talk about. We could maybe hop into some games. Wouldn't that be crazy to actually play some games? I think there's something else I was gonna mention. I don't know. I guess that's all I have to yap about. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. One last thing, I was talking about shows I'm watching. I'm watching House, but I took a break from that to go back and rewatch some of my favorite show of all time, Attack on Titan, because tomorrow Attack on Titan will be releasing a movie in movie theaters, at least here in the US. I won't say any spoilers, so don't worry if you're wanting to watch the show or are in the middle of watching or whatever. But essentially, for the last season of Attack on Titan, normally episodes are like 20 minutes, but the last 2 episodes are an hour and an hour and a half. They're just like long episodes. So they took those last 2 long episodes, mashed them into a movie, and they're releasing that to movie theaters. So I'm gonna go see that. And so to prepare, I've been actually rewatching season 4. Like, jeez. I mean, I could go on and on about how good Attack on Titan is, and I probably already have, that it's easily my favorite show ever. It's not even close. I could argue it's one of the best written shows ever, and just rewatching season 4, which is my favorite season, is just so good. There's so many good episodes. Once again, I won't say any spoilers, but like, to throw out some episode names that I just watched, like Children of the Forest, such a good episode. And I just watched like Two Brothers. That's good stuff. There's so much going on, and it can be confusing, especially like your first watch through season 4. Ah, damn, is it good? So I'm very excited to see my favorite show in theaters. Like the finale, and the finale's really good, and it's like, once again, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's pretty action packed, so seeing it in theaters will be a very cool experience. And I thought, when I guess like a month and a half ago, went to go see Interstellar in IMAX, I was like, oh, that was probably the best movie experience I ever had. But this might beat it. This might beat it. It's not gonna be an IMAX, but still, just seeing it in theaters, gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I've seen Solo Leveling. No. I've heard good things, but I have not. I have a list of shows that I want to get to at some point. Right now, I want to finish. Well, I'm gonna finish my rewatch of Attack on Titan, which I'll be done like tomorrow. I'm gonna finish House. Then I want to watch Arcane. I saw season 1. I haven't seen season 2, and that's gonna be a pretty quick to get through. Then I want to watch Severance. I've been hearing really good things about that. And I've seen like the first episode or 2 and really like the concept, but just haven't watched it. So this is that's like my short-term watch list. We'll see what happens after that. And then I guess also, now that I finished the first Lord of the Rings book, I want to watch the movie here like this week. Which, yeah, that first book was really good. I mean, I really liked The Hobbit. I will say I did feel like the second half, like the first book is kind of split up into like 2 smaller books. The second book felt a little bit slower with some of the stuff going on. It was still good, and I feel like it's just, setting up a lot of stuff for the other books, but yeah. Need to rewatch Have you finished Attack on Titan there, Dean? If not, Oof, is it good? It's good. It's better than good. It's the best in my opinion. Hello there, Real. Hope you are well. Oh my God, thank you. Right back at you. Happy Sunday. Doing pretty good. Just been real busy. I didn't stream last week, and I'm not gonna do any videos this week because I've just been busy. Good stuff, exciting stuff, but you know, been a little busy. A little bit more than a little busy, but it's good. It's all good. Nothing bad. Just good vibes here. Only halfway through the second season years ago. Okay. I mean, yeah. Yeah, season 4 is my favorite because I feel like, I mean, it's kind of, once again, I'm not gonna say any spoilers. It's kind of like, it might be kind of like cliche to say, but like, I feel like everything is just building up to season 4. Like, season 1 is just like stuff happens, but it's really just, that's just the beginning. Season 2 is like where you start getting more pieces of the puzzle. Season 3 is like, okay, the show is actually starting to really start now. And then by the end of season 3, you're like, you're ready to go. And then season 4, just, it's so crazy and so good. I think, once again, no spoilers here. The season 4's conflict is one of my favorite of any show. I think it's such an interesting conflict, and then the characters are so well written. It has, I mean, some of my favorite, I like Block is such a great character. I don't like him, but I think his character is really well written, and I very much appreciate what he brings to the story. Yelena, great character. Once again, don't know if I'm not saying I agree with what she does or how she acts, but I think, you know, as a character in a story, great. I'm a big fan. Lots of great characters in season 4. Zeke, bro. I was just watching the episode of like a bit of Zeke's backstory. That was making me a little sad. Like, he's had a rough time there. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. No, I don't want to spoil anything. Hello there, Christopher. Everybody, Sunday 6A. Have you gotten to 6 realms yet? No, I haven't. That's Legendary Dungeon is coming soon. Gotta keep it up, man. How's it going? It's been going. Been real busy lately. Been doing pretty good. Yeah, 2d6 dungeon. I feel like I just can't keep up. I can't keep up, man. It's just he's just releasing too much. I have the layers expansion here. I mean, shout out to Toby who sent me all this. He just kind enough to just send me some of the books, because I was using like my iPad and like printed off stuff last time. So I got like the books now, but just like the base 2 books and then the layers expansion. Yeah, it's like every time I follow Toby Lancaster, he has a YouTube channel where he like does videos and streams every now and again. It seems like he's always releasing and talking about more 2d6 dungeon stuff. He mentioned in a stream a while back that 2d6 Void is gonna happen soon, like a sci-fi 2d6 dungeon. I'm like, that sounds cool, but I'm like, give me more IST stuff first. I want more IST. Which he says that's something that he wants to do once he gets more 2d6 dungeon stuff done, which is understandable since this is like his main game. This is the one that's really popular, and I imagine that one that, like, you know, helps financially support him, while IST is just kind of a side project. So not a side project, but like in comparison to this, it's just, yeah, I don't know, not as much of a breadwinner. I don't know, but it's one I really enjoy. I have a friend that I got into IST. He's been using the ISO website I made. Every once in a while, he'll update me on how his like how his playthrough is going. But he's been playing a while, so at this point, like he's at a point where he can't really lose, I don't think. Which is pretty fun. He just has like a good route going. He knows like where to pick up stuff, and he's got like a ton of credits. So he's got like, I think like over 10,000 credits at this point. So pretty cool stuff. He has some good feedback for the site of stuff I need to add, but I'm like, I'm just too busy right now to update it. Unless there's something like actually broken with the site, like leave some feedback and I'll get to it later. who knows how later, but yeah. U6 Floyd will be his next Kickstarter. New Queen game that's gonna be a cowboy. Yeah, I feel like I remember. Yeah, I remember him mentioning that, which is, one thing that's cool about RPGs is there's so many different genres out there, which is one thing I really appreciate. But there's a lot of genres I haven't even touched. Western is one of them. I know there's a good amount of Western games. I haven't played any. Pirate games. I haven't played any. Cyberpunk games. I have not played a single Cyberpunk game. How's that? It's crazy to me. Yeah, there's a lot of different like genres that I just haven't even really messed with yet. So, a lot to explore. But today we're exploring some 2d6 dungeons. So let's get into it because I've been yapping quite a while. Yeah, I guess real quick before I get into this, I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. I'll mention it at the end of the stream, but I just want to mention it one more time right now, just real quick. First off, sorry that I didn't stream last week. I have been really busy lately. This past month has been busy, and this past week especially has been real busy. But there's a good chance I'm gonna get even more busy in the upcoming weeks. So sorry for the sporadic schedule. There's a chance it's gonna get more sporadic. I'm not gonna be doing any videos this week. I'm gonna try to stream and do videos next week, but we'll see. Everything's pretty tentative, and yeah, so just fair warning that I'm sorry that my schedule is all over the place, but fair warning, it might get more all over the place here soon. So just throwing that out there. But let's hop into a 2d6 dungeon, because I want to see how far I can get down in the dungeon. I think I've made it. I don't even know if I've ever made it to like level 3 before, and there's 10 levels, so I'm not going to necessarily speed run this, but I'm going to try to play pretty quickly, which will be maybe a change of pace for me. See how that goes. So let me double check if I got my character set up right. So character name, being real original, I went with Thomas. My shift value is +2, discipline's +1, precision 0, start with 10 hit points, 0 XP, chose my longsword as my weapon, grab the maneuvers incisive cut, which is a 5-2 modifier. Okay, these are in the wrong spots, but whatever, it's the 5-2 dice set with a D6 +1 modifier, and then stab, which is a 2-4 dice set, 6 -1 modifier. Armor piece, I went with Jerkin, which is on the dice set of a primary of 4, a -1 modifier. Scroll, I took the mental whip scroll, which is the damaging scroll that basically just does 1 attack of 10 damage. Got my potion of healing, rations. I printed out this character sheet and I forgot. I think there's more that was supposed to be printed out, like for the inventory, which I kind of just didn't. So I'm just like writing my inventory like kind of in the white space around my character sheet, which is going to be a little bit messy, but whatever. So I have like a pouch down here that's currently empty. Got 3 rations. I got my lantern, got my wax sealing kit. I think I got my potion of healing, which restores +10 HP. I forgot. I was trying to figure out what that did. And I think I got everything else good. So we set up flint and steel. That's the other thing I forgot to write down. Flint plus steel. Level 1, 0 XP. Yeah, I think my character's already set up. Oh, yeah, there is no chat. You need to get centered on, especially considering it's completely compatible with Starforge's stuff compatible between the two, plus pirate and pirate rules. I have seen Sunderdials, yeah. I do want to try it out and get it, because it does seem like a really cool concept, but the main reason I haven't yet is just because I've been kind of busy, like I said, but also it's just, I feel like I haven't played Starforged enough that I want to start adding stuff. Like, I feel like I've like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I've like hardly scratched the surface with a lot of like the mechanics and the assets. It's kind of the same reason I haven't gotten any of the expansions and whatnot for Fallout, because I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I haven't played the game enough that I want to start adding more on yet. But maybe I think it's just a me thing. Yeah, there's no chat on screen. That's on me. Like I said, I wiped my laptop last week, 2 weeks ago. So I had to reset up my stream stuff. So yeah, there's no on-screen chat today. Sorry. Nothing personal. No Twitch notifications. No. Usually I have like my follower goal up there. Yeah, I had time to set up the essentials, and that was about it. I also don't have any of my like fancy, like, zoomed in, like angles. Like if I go to like my BRB screen, I don't have my cool screen transition. It just like fades between the two. So sorry, it's been a bit hectic around here at the Board Games with Thomas household, but that's how it is. That's how it is. Also, quick side note. So the music we're listening to right now, this is from Sims 1. And a really cool thing that happened, I think, like within the last week or two, is EA, who makes The Sims, has actually released like a remastered version of Sims 1 and 2 on Steam, which I haven't picked up yet. I think I'm probably going to, because Sims 1 is a game I played a ton as a kid, really enjoyed. I love the soundtrack. I listen to it a couple times a week, or maybe almost every day. I love the soundtrack. That just made me think of that listening to this. I was like last night watching some streamers play it, which is really cool because like, yeah, you could like download it and like install mods to like make it work on like newer PCs, but it was always kind of a hassle. But now it's like they got Sims 1 and 2 on Steam right now, and it comes with like all the expansions, like $20. So I'm not shilling for it, because I have heard there's like some like performance issues. Some people have been having issues. Like when I looked last night on Steam, it had like mixed reviews, but I still might get it because I was watching some streamers play it, and I'm like, man, I miss playing this game, and just it's got such a good soundtrack, So if any of you want to play Sims 1 or 2 and hear the game that this soundtrack is from, it's on Steam. Okay, I think I need to create my entrance room, and then we can kind of get going. Like I said, I will preemptively apologize. It has been a while since I've played 2D6 Dungeon, so this will be a tad bit slow going, at least at first. You know, once I get back into the swing of things, we'll start moving along. Like I said, I want to try to get through at least a few levels today. I'd like to at least get to level 2. If we get to level 3, I guess I only have 2 pages prepared for my map. So if we get to level 3, that's a good problem. Probably not, because I tend to play kind of slow, but whatever. Doing great with your stream. Been perfect. Several hours a week. Several hours a week. And near impossible to begin with. The Sims a lot, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to be at least doing the stream this week. I was like, yeah, if I'm not doing the videos, since I didn't stream last week, and hopefully next week, like I said, I'm gonna try to play like the Lord of the Rings games, get some Bullet Heart videos going, but we'll see. Like I said, it's up in the air, and I'll know by the end of this week, but there's a good chance the next couple weeks is gonna be more hectic and busy, and then maybe even more so after that. So I'll keep y'all posted, but just like fair warning, you can't say I didn't say so. Because I don't like my schedule being all over the place. I was really liking my schedule for this year so far of doing like a stream and 2 videos, because especially with shorter videos, like it's been pretty much the same amount of work, just maybe a little bit more editing, but hasn't been too bad. Anyway, okay, so I need to make the starting room first. So 2x6 room. It can be no more than 12, so that's good. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit on my end. Hopefully it's not too loud on your end. Okay. I don't know what order. I guess I'm gonna keep the map in front. I don't know which I need to keep in front. So 2x6. Which is the? It doesn't really matter. Which one's which dice is which? The X is horizontal. Yeah. Okay. So it's go something like this by 1, 2. We'll do exit. These are archway exits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, and then we'll do 1 archway exit over that way. Okay, there's our starting room. We will mark this as whatever, room 0. I'm a programmer. We start by counting at zeros here. I'm gonna go left first. Let's go left and see what's over there. I guess before I get too deep into this, I'll give a real quick like minute explanation if you've never seen 2D6 Dungeon before. This is a dungeon crawling solo player dungeon crawler made by Toby Lancaster. He's made a bunch of other games. I've played IST on the channel, Alien Sanctuary, probably other ones I'm forgetting too, but this is his big one. And it's a dungeon crawling game. I wouldn't call it an RPG. It's not really an RPG. It's more just like a dungeon crawler. But you go through, you roll up rooms. As you enter the room, there's this big other book full of tables that you roll on to see what's in the rooms and what encounters you have there. And once you kind of have most of the level kind of fleshed out, then you go down to the next level. There's like 10 levels to the dungeon. This is like a human ancestry dungeon. I have a character who has like a longsword, and combat is pretty straightforward, but I think maybe one of my favorite things about this is the combat. You have everything's done with 2d6s. You roll them. The blue is my primary dice. My white dice is my secondary. And essentially I have maneuvers that I'm trying to activate, and I have amount of shift dice. So I rolled a 1 and a 3. Okay, I have my stab maneuver, which I need a 2 and a 4. So I can shift this to a 2 with 1 shift, and then this to a 4 with my other shift point, and boom. Stab does d6 minus 1 damage. Roll that, 4 minus 1 is 3. I do 3 damage, so on. Some other cool things with combat. So you have combat fatigue. So this kind of tracks the rounds of combat. So each time that I go and then the enemy goes, then that's 1 round. Then this goes to 2. Once this hits round 4, we have this shift adjustment dice, which essentially gives both the enemy and I extra shift values. Enemies have little cards that show their HP. They have what's called an interrupt, whatever. They have something called an interrupt that basically on certain things, so on secondary 2s, it does -2 damage. They have their own maneuvers, their own shift values. They also have mishap attacks and prime attack rolls. So on double 1s or double 6s, crazy stuff happens. And that's a real brief overview. Well, you know, you'll get to see as I start playing, but I think that should get you going if you've never seen this game before. Okay. Get a quick sip here. The trouble with XY until I realized Y is a vertical line with an arrow pointing. That's a good way to think about it. That's a good way to think about it. I mean, I don't have too many issues remembering. I was just trying to remember which the primary dice was and which the secondary dice was, which I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm trying to remain consistent. So that's a good point. Lua programmers just gave this video an instant dislike. Does Lua start at 1? I've only done a little bit of Lua programming. What was I even do? I think I just did like a small course on it. I know a while back there's a Minecraft mod called Computer Craft that uses Lua. I learned a little bit for that too. All right, I'm going to this left room. So first things first is to roll up the size of the room. This is going to be a 6x4 room. I'm gonna make it go right to the edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I also like just, you don't have to do this right away, but I will just roll to see how many exits there are. So that's a 6, so there's 3 exits. Okay. So there's only gonna be 2, but that's fine. We'll go 1, and then we'll put 1 exit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll just put the other exit there. Since this is against the outer boundary, you can't have another exit there. You also can't have multiple exits on the same wall, so I think that's just how that works. Okay, this one indexing, that's just wrong. Lua programmers are just wrong. They need to get a better language. That's on them. Okay, so we got a room. We rolled up our exits. The room type, if it's smaller than 6 squares, it's small. If it's larger than 32, it's large. What, 6x4 is 24. Now we're chill. Set up room exits, and then I get to do the room encounter. We go level 1 rooms. This isn't a small room, so where, oh where? Table I need. I need to like bookmark some of these. Level 1 large rooms. Okay, level 1 rooms. Here we go. This will say what kind of exits I need. So, ooh, double ones, empty space. We are starting off with some exciting stuff here. Empty space. This room is bare and seems to have been cleared out or forgotten about. The room is quiet. You hear nothing. The exits are archways. It's not unique, so I can roll it up again. That's it. We're starting off real exciting here. That's not... None of these are going to stay open. This is going to be just horrible. Okay, we're going to continue to the left, so let's just go to the next room. It's a 4x2 or a 2x4, however you want to think about it. Okay, so let me also, I should just roll this up at the same time. How many exits there are? That's a 4, which means there's 2 exits. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll do one there. The other like down there. That's only 8 blocks, so it's not technically a small room. So then we don't know what the exit types are yet. They probably aren't archways. Let's see what's in the room. This is a 4 and a 2. So abandoned guard post. There's a dusty table here upon which sits a dry pewter tank and an empty bowl. There's something on the rough table, roll on table, TAT1. There are wooden doors. Okay, so there's a guard post, but it's abandoned, so that's good. Wooden doors is just like a that with a that with a that, just a line with a little rectangle in it. So now that we actually have doors, okay, I'm just gonna flip this down because I'm probably gonna need that again. We need to real quick roll up a dice to see if the doors are locked. A 3, I think we're chill. A 3 means all doors are unlocked, so we're good on that aspect. Okay, so was it TAT1? Oh boy, time to find where the heck that is. That's gonna be in the front, I think. TAT1. That's the table. Love to see it. I love having a table. That's a 10 total. There's a piece of armor here that is broken. Roll on Art 2. ART2. Okay, where is that? The loot table. ART, that's the armor 2 table. We're rolling just 1 dice here. The 2, it's leather bracers. Okay. And if I go a little bit further up, I can see what exactly that is. Right? Leather. Yo, leather bracers. That has a 6 and a 3 on it. Okay. I can wear up to 3 pieces of armor, so that's actually huge. What did I say? 6 and a 3. I do already forget how... I think it could be either of those is how that works with like when that gets activated, but I'm just gonna flip back to that table. I'm gonna need it in a second. Let me just do a quick refresher. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's on primary, so that would be on primary 6s and secondary 3s, and on primary 4s, and that's pretty good. Finding armor right away, huge. I thought I was gonna be a World of Warcraft modder. I decided not to because better people were doing it. Oh yeah, I guess they make like add-ons in Lua. I remember that specifically being like one of the things they mentioned in this course I was taking. They're like, yeah, you can make World of Warcraft add-ons. And it's like, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so far we found an empty room and an abandoned guard post. Good stuff. I'm gonna go to the left here and see what's in that room. I don't think I need this book open at the second. It's a 4x3, which we have just enough. And let me just roll this dice with this. I'm gonna keep saying that. I rolled a 1, so there's no exits. So this is a dead end. But it does fit pretty well over here. And we got just like empty space here, so I'm just gonna color that in real fast. We also got like a little bit of empty space here, so I'll color that in real fast. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about this game. One of my favorite things is just I like the map generation. I think it's such a fun, unique system that works well, I think. This is 9 squares, so it's not a small room. Attacks. Use laborer stats. Also face a patron. Roll on L1W -1. L1W -1. What the hell is that table? Not a loot table. L. Is that the beginning? Where is the table? Oh, I went right past it. That's the issue. It's just a skill issue here. L1W -1. So I rolled a 4, so that's a 3. So that's a jailer, and was it just a? Yeah, it was a laborer. That's right. So I'm fighting 2 people already. First combat, we're fighting 2 people. And look at that. They were the top 2 cards on the deck. Uh-oh. Did my stream go offline? Am I still streaming? Hello? I think Twitch might have just gone down. I don't think Twitch went... I think my Twitch stream went down. Am I still live on YouTube? It doesn't... Well... It says I'm still live. I don't know. Uh-oh. Hello? Am I still live? I'm pulling my stream up. Uh-oh. But pause for a second. Okay. I think I'm good. That's weird. Twitch stream just went down. Sorry for like the 1 or 2 people watching on Twitch. I don't know what happened. This is so weird. As long as it's still live on YouTube, I guess we're good. Okay. Sorry. Like I said, new streaming stuff is a bit... We're good on YouTube. Okay. Bit of lag. Looks good. I don't know what happened. I got like a message from OBS that's like, your stream key, da 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 da, and then it doesn't say I'm streaming anymore, but the YouTube part is still going. I've never had that happen. I don't know what's going on, but you know, if we're live on YouTube, I'm gonna keep on going. Sorry Twitch frogs. I guess I don't need this right now. So we're going into our first combat versus a laborer and a jailer. So I'm just gonna go with the laborer has 4 health points. The jailer has 6. Laborer has an uppercut attack. The jailer has a sharp kick and a punch. Glad it wasn't me. I thought I broke my head. Okay, I'm glad at least it was only for a second. That's weird. Let's hope nothing else weird happens. Tech gods are against me. I mean, last time, I think it was my last stream, I was having issues with Twitch, which I don't think I updated y'all. Turns out it was completely my fault. I was like, oh, I can't even log into my Twitch accounts. I'm blaming Twitch. It was my fault. I was having weird issues with my email. And then right before I started streaming, I have 2 lights set up here. One of them just stopped working, which luckily I was able to get it working again. So I'm like, go figure, more tech issues. Just what I need. Okay, so I'm going first. I got a 3 and a 2. I guess let me pull up my character sheet here. I guess I don't need my map at the moment. Fighting this laborer and jailer. A 3 and a 2 is gonna be enough that I have 2 shift points. So I can shift my 3 up to a 5 and a 2, and that is enough for my incisive cut. I'm gonna attack the laborer with that because the jailer has a barge on secondary 2s, and that's gonna do -2 damage, and that just kind of sucks. So we're just not gonna even mess with the jailer right now. That That's max damage. That's a 6 plus 1 is 7 damage. I one-shot this laborer. Sorry, barkeeper dude. Sucks to be you. Okay, off to a good start. The Jailor's turn. They have a 1 shift point. They roll a 3 and a 1. They can't shift to anything. Their maneuvers are 5 and 1 or 3 and 3, but with 1 shift point, they can't get to either. So round 2, back to my turn. Rolling up, I get a double 4. Isn't enough for much, but I can shift my primary down 2 points to a 2 and a 4, which is enough for my stab, which is good because that's a primary 2, not a secondary, so the Jailor's interrupt doesn't happen. It's d6 minus 1 though, so it's not the best, but still rolled 1 damage, so that's a big old nothing burger. All right, back to the Jailor's turn now. They roll a 2 and a 1, which isn't enough for anything for them. They would need 3 shift points or 3 shift points, and they definitely don't have that. So on to round 3. Back to my turn. A 2 and a 6. I can shift my 6 down to my 4 with 2 points and do my stab attack. See if I can actually get something higher than a 1 this time. Nope, it's a 1 again. 1 minus 1 is nothing. Cool, this Jailor is just too good. Back to their turn. A 6 and a 2. It's close, but not quite there. They would need 2 shift points to shift down to a 5 and a 1. Now we have 1 point. For now, because now it's round 4, which means the fatigue dice comes into place. So now we both have an extra shift point. So back to my turn. I got a 3 and a 6. That's not that good. I mean, I can shift to my 2 and 4 because I have 3 shift points, right? So I can go 2 with 1 and then 4 with my other 2. So that will hit. It's a stab attack. D6 minus 1. That is my 3rd one in a row. This is bogus. Maybe this game isn't good. All right, back to the Jailor's turn. 3 and a 5. They do have 2 shift points, so they can shift down to a 3 and a 3, which is enough for their punch, which is D6 minus 3. I do have my leather bracers, which has the 3 on secondary, so it's actually D6 minus 4 damage. And they roll 1, 2. Good. All right. What comes around goes around. Now we're on round 5, so we both have 2 extra shift points. I roll a 3 and a 6. I'd love to do my incisive cut, but these dice don't want to agree here. But I can shift down to a 2 and a 4 again. I got the shift points for that. I can do my stab attack, which is D6 minus 1. I rolled a 2 this time. There we go. Okay, now the Jailor's down to 5 health. We're making progress. They still have a lot of health left, so I'm starting to get a little worried that they're going to do some serious damage here. They roll a 1 and a 5. What, they have 3 shift points total. They would need, their one attack is the opposite. They need a primary 5 and a secondary 1, so that's no good. Or a 3 and a 3, which they would need 4 points for, which they don't have. So that's a swing and a miss for them. Now we're on to round 6, so now we both get plus 3 points. Oh, this is getting a little scary. A 2 and a 4 for me is an exact strike. That's something that can happen in this game, where if I roll exactly what my maneuver needs, it's what's called an exact strike. Now, what does that do? Let me tell you, and I'm looking this up, definitely not because I forget, because that would be crazy. Exact strike. What does that do? You may add your shift points to the damage total, including fatigue dice. Yo, okay. So instead of, this is a 2 and a 4, so normally I would do, that just all, okay, I didn't even have to shift, of course. So I have 2 shift points by default, 3 from the fatigue, so that's plus 5. So instead of D6 minus 1, I'm doing d6 plus 4. That's good odds. And I roll a 6. That's a max damage, 10 damage. The jailer goes down. Okay, first off, XP. I get 15. I'm up to 15 out of 100. Not bad, not bad. Okay, treasure time. So first we get, I get to roll on the pouch table a couple times. Where is the pouch table? Might be looking in the wrong spot. Am I looking in the magic? This is the oh wait, this is the random table? Is that not where? Okay, I am in the wrong spot. It's like it's been a while since I played, so give me a second to find some of these tables. Okay, pouch table 1. So first for the laborer, it's pouch table 1 minus 2. So I gotta roll 2d6 here. That's 4 minus 2. So nothing, but it is damp. When you sniff your fingers, they smell unpleasant. Great. And then the jailer is that same table, but plus 1. That's 7, plus 1 is 8. There are some Malico leaves inside. Great. I want to put those in that pouch. Malico leaves. I'll just mark 1 quantity of those. Which, those are these. So, I can chew on them or use them in a healing balm. But they're not used in potion bombs. So it's a little bit of crafting gear, which I'm a big fan of. Okay. And those guys are defeated. And I think that's it. We got some loot. I guess we just got leaves from that and some damp fingers, so that's something. I don't think there was any. Yeah, there's no extra loot here in the canteen. This is a dead end, so that's that. Get a quick sip here. All right. So we're in the canteen, going back to the guard post, and I'm going north. Let's see what lies ahead. Let me roll this extra dice for the exits while I'm at it. Let me reset these dice. Okay. So it is a 6x4 room with no exits. I'm just gonna kind of put it kind of against the wall. Something like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6x4, it's 24 squares. That means it is not technically a large room, it's just a normal regular room roll. So a regular room roll it shall be with no exits. 4 and a 3 is a pool room. Okay. The only feature in this room is a large tiled bathing pool set into the floor. In the pool is a chest. If you jump in for it, you acquire the soaked status, but then I can roll on the chest table 1. This is a unique room, so I'm gonna like put a little, normally I put a little like asterisk there just so I remember that. I might do that. I kind of forget exactly what the soaked status means. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, what's the worst that can happen from just being a little soaked? Not like that can make me like sick or anything, right? Surely, hopefully not. Let me do my research before I maybe do something real stupid here. You will be alerted in the text or through preventive usage. When you leave the dungeon, your bloody and soaked conditions. Okay, so being soaked works the same as being bloodied, except you must dry yourself by a fire or heat source to remove the condition. After 8 rooms, instead of a fever, you get pneumonia and lose 1 HP for every room you encounter until you're dried off. I don't want to deal with pneumonia, but there's a chest. I'm skipping the chest. Whatever. Through the chest. All right, I'm going back through this room, going to the empty space, going north. We're just gonna keep chugging along through this dungeon. It's a corridor. Okay. It's a 3 for the exit, so that means what, 1 exit? Okay. Let's see something like that. No need to complicate it. I think I'm pretty sure corridors always have archway exits, so I don't need to roll for exit types. They're not technically rooms, so I don't need to roll for an encounter. So we're just gonna re-roll for an actual room, maybe. There we go, a 2x3 room. Okay, this will be a small room. Rolled a 5, so it's gonna have 2 exits. Okay. We'll do 1 to the left and 1 going up. Something like that. We'll kind of shade in that little area. This is what, room number 5? Okay, first small room. Let me find the small room table. The large table. Where's the small one? Level 2 rooms. Here we go. Okay. My 2 exits. See what we get. 3 and a 1. I guess we just add that up. That's a 4 total. It's the Crocodile mural. There's a large mural of Crocodile here. Her old face smiles at you. If you call her favor here, -2 to the roll. There's no space to make an offering. This is unique. Crocodile is unique. So there are these Crocodile, this is one of the subterranean gods. Let's see, what do they, favored items, they can gift you stuff. It's a -2 to the roll. I have to roll below 1 for them to like actually appear. I'm just gonna pass. Let's go to the left here. There's not much room, so not gonna be a big room, surely, but you know what? Maybe there's a chance. I did this. The one time I don't have a lot of space for a room, I roll a 6x6 room. I roll double, which means I have to re-roll, which I guess I will, but let's see. So it's a 7x7 room. I can only make it max 2, so it's gonna be a 2x7. 1 with 3 exits. That's not happening. 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it can happen. I just have to kind of do something like that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay. 7x2. That means it is not a small room. It's a normal size room. Pull up the normal room chart. Away we go. A 5 and a 4 means this is a training room. There is a bashed up mannequin and pole covered in cut marks. A warrior is practicing here, slashing at the pole. You must fight them. Fight them I shall. We got a warrior here. New enemy. They have 9 HP, worth 22 XP each, 1 shift value. They have interrupts on primary 4s and secondary 3s. They have a flurry attack and a slash attack. This is gonna be a tough fight, but there's only 1 person, so surely that will make this a little bit easier. Yeah, we just jot down, let's see. Warrior, and they have 9 health. All right, I go first. Let's see, they block on, let me just focus on. So they block on primary 4, so that doesn't matter to me, and secondary 3s also doesn't matter. So their interrupts will not happen based on my maneuvers. I roll a 1 and a 2. That's nothing. I would need 4 shift points to do my incisive cut, which I'm not gonna be able to do. Also, best song on the album, right here. Here we go. Get ready. Buckle up. Now it's their turn. Ooh, a 3 and a 4 is Not enough. They need a 4 and a 3, which they would need 2 shift points. They only have 1, so it sucks to be them. Back to my turn. 6 and a 3. That's... I can work with that, because I can shift down to a 5 and then down to a 2. And with that, I can activate my Incisive Cut. So, the D6 plus 1. And we roll a 5. So that's 6 damage. So, brings them down to 3 health. Not bad, but it's back to them. They rolled a 6 and a 2. That's a big nothing burger for them. Warrior needs more training. They need to go back to the training room. It's back to my turn. I roll a 2 and a 3. I can shift up to a 2 and a 4 for my stab attack, which is D6 minus 1. And I, of course, roll 1. How does that always happen? Whenever I need D6 minus 1, it's always 1. That's fun. All right. Back to the Warrior's turn. Ooh, a 6 and a 3. Not quite enough. They have a 4 and a 3 attack, but they need 2 shift points for that. But now we're entering round 4, so the shift adjustment dice is coming into play. So now they have 2 shift points. All right. My turn. I got a 2 and a 3. I can definitely shift up. I have 3 shift points? Yeah, I'm 1 shift point away from being able to get my Incisive Cut, which is a little unfortunate. But I can still do my stab attack. It's just not as good, but we'll do it. So a D6 minus 1. Please don't give me a 1. It's a 3. Okay. That's 2 damage, so it brings them down to 1 health. Back to their turn. I gotta remember, they now also have 2 shift values to use. They roll a 5 and a 3, which definitely is enough to do their flurry attack. So that's D6 minus 3. That is a primary 4 and a secondary 3, which both pieces of my armor would activate for. So that's actually a D6 minus 5 damage for them. So they're probably not doing any. Yeah, they rolled a 5. That's a big nothing burger. We're now into round 5. 2 shift fatigue, whatever, 2 shift value. I roll a 6 and a 1. Pretty good, because I can shift down to my 5 and a 2. Incisive Cut. They're dead, because it's D6 plus 1, even if I roll 1. And of course I roll max damage. We're good. Stream okay? My laptop just went to sleep. Man, I need to... I think we're good. Okay, no, we're fine. Surely. Twitch is still, I think, down. Sorry, Twitch. I don't think I can bring that back up without, like, messing up YouTube, so... Okay. They're dead. So I get 22 XP. So that's that 15, so was that 37? We're like a third of the way to the next level. That's not bad. And I roll on PT1, the pouch table. Pouch table, pouch table, pouch table. These are not the pouch tables. Where are the pouch tables? There it is. Okay. It's just PT. It's just a straight roll, no modifiers. It's a 6. There is D6 silver inside the pouch. Do I start with any money? I didn't start with any money. I got 6 silver though. Huge. Huge. Oh, really? You can only use 1 piece of armor to block attacks. That's good to know. So then, I would have taken 1 damage. You know what? I'll allow it. I haven't taken any damage yet, so I appreciate that. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this, so I'm definitely gonna make a couple minor rule mistakes. That's good to know. So that was that, and then this was the training room. So I should have wrote down which. It was like, what, 4-3, right? No. It was the pool room. Oh, it was the 5-4. IAUT1. Oh, wait, that's the interrupt table. Oh, shoot. Was I supposed to roll that first, or was that after? Oh, wait, that's the wrong table. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong... Okay, hold on. Okay, no, it says after rolling the IAUT table. which that is the interruption and unexpected table. This is just a wall of text. Let's see how we roll. So I took down the warrior. I'm in the training room. I roll a 2-6, which means there's a narrow hole here, and you put your hand in to take out a pendant. It has 3 hollow recesses that appear to have once held gems. You may place 3 gems in the pendant and roll on GCT1. There may also be risk involved. So I could take the pendant. I mean, that's pretty good. I'll add that to my pendant publishing. Seinfeld, anybody? Okay. That's fine with me. Survived another day. Got my XP, got my loot. We've cleared out the training room. We got 3 exits. Oh, the last thing I need to double check. Did this have any specific exit types for the room? Training room has a random exit type. We don't get that very often. How do I do that? Where's that? Oh, that's a table. I'm like looking, I have like some reference cards, but that's like a table I roll on. Right? Yeah. There's like an exit table. Of course there is. There's a table for everything. There is a table, which I just kind of love. 5-4. Archways. That's the best kind of exits. Okay. So I'm going to go to the left. See what's to the left of this training room. So 2x6 room. Okay. Pretty tall room. And let me roll my exit dice with it. 3 exits. Great. There's not a lot of room off to the left, but we'll roll with it, as they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do an exit up there. I guess that's it. I can't do more. Whoops. Okay. Many streamers do the same thing. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Sort of. You're saying a lot of streamers just don't read the rules. Myself included. I mean, I've read through them at some point, but like I said, I just had a bit of time to skim through the rules, and combat was not something I fully read through earlier today. Okay, new room, new me. This is a normal size room, so it's a 2 and a 5 on the room table roll. Which is fire pit room. So what's the fire pit room got going on? I assume a fire pit. Yes, a large fire pit in the center of the room is full of glowing embers and ash. There's a merchant sitting on a stool by the pit. Cool, I can trade with them. They stand and attack. Okay, cool. I guess I don't get to trade with them. If I survive, I roll in CT1. That's the chess table, right? It has random exits. Let me go ahead and, before I forget, just roll on that. But it's what, a merchant I'm fighting, and then I get to roll in CT1. Cool, cool. Where is the exit table? Real quick, exit table 1. That's a 4 and a 6. So that is wooden doors. Good stuff. And then since I rolled up the exits, go ahead and see, are the wooden doors locked? No. They were reinforced doors, they would be, but wooden doors we're chilling with. So yeah, now I need to fight a merchant, and then I can get some chest treasure. Where's the merchant here? These are all level 2 guys. Okay. Merchant. Oh, these are in alphabetical order, except the ones in front. Clearly, I've just been careless about putting these back in order, but that's okay. All right, merchant. Their stats are 5 HP. They get 6 XP. They have a 1 shift value. They have an interrupt below, divert below. Primary 2s and 5s. Primary 2s and 5s. So that messes up both of my maneuvers, which sucks. We have the quick slash maneuver. Let's see how this goes. So they're going to be interrupting pretty much all my stuff, which sucks, but not much I can do about it. Luckily, it's only a -1, so maybe that's not too bad. I got a 6 and a 3 on my first attack, which is pretty good. Pretty good, because I got my 2 shift values, so I can shift down to a 5 and a 2. This is enough for my incisive strike, which is normally d6 +1, but they interrupt with a -1, so we're just a straight d6 roll. And that's 4 damage. Not enough to kill, but it brings them down to 1 HP right off the bat. That's pretty good. But now it's their turn. They have quick slash, which maybe they'll get. Nope. On a double 5, they are certainly not getting anything. So round 2, back to me. That's a 4 and a 2. I can shift up to a 5 and a 2, and they're basically dead because d6 +1, their interrupt is -1. It's a straight d6, and even if I roll a 1, which I rolled a 5, they're dead. So GG, merchant. 6 XP brings me up to 43. Well, they have a wallet with d6 gold and d6 silver. Huge. So I got 3 gold and 1 silver, bringing me up to 7. Nice. Yo, that's a good point, Christopher. I think that's something I should do. I would have to go back handful rooms. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms away. But I think it said 8 rooms, right? So I think that's a good point. That I would not have thought about that. Let me get my loot first. So I got the loot from the merchant, which was just money. And then the I need to start like writing down what this was the trading room, right? Am I even okay? I'm looking at the right thing. I'm just not seeing it. Training room. Gosh, where did it go? Oh, it was the fire pit room. I'm looking for the wrong room. And this is a unique room. I need to mark that down as well. That's some good thinking. I'm gonna go back for that chest here in a second, but I actually think, yeah, fire pit room. If I survive rolling the CT1 table, which I think is a chess table, if I'm not mistaken, it's a chess table 1. But you know what? We take what we can get around here. And that's a 4. The box is full of twisted pieces of metal and split bones. Okay. Split bones. I'm sure that has no actual value in game, but might work for that, whatever they call it, where you can just kind of make up stuff. And what is it? Inventive use? So that's good. Okay, so let me look back. What was the... It was the pool room. Yeah, it's on chess table 1. I'm gonna bookmark that and see. Let me double check, but I think, yeah, you're right. I think soaked, it says, yeah, after 8 rooms. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna go for it. So before I continue onwards, I go back to the training room, back through the crocodile place to the empty space, to the guard post, back to the pool room, take a quick dive in the pool to get that chest. Ooh, it's a 7. The chest contains a clutter of medical objects, including 2 bandages, a potion of healing, and a cabbage. So I got 2 potions of healing. What was it? A bandage and a cabbage. 2 bandages. Do either of those... I mean, I'm sure bandages actually, like, matter. I don't know, does cabbage actually do anything? That, I could not tell you. Where would I even find that? It's not under magical scrolls. Don't know. Whatever. We'll figure that out later. If I need it, then we'll work with it. But okay, that was a good call on that. So then I'm gonna go back to the guard post, back to the empty room, back to the shrine, back to the training room, back to the fire pit, dry off a little bit. Got wooden doors, but they're all unlocked. So I'm gonna go to the left, that small little like 2-space area to see what's there. I'm probably gonna roll up a massive room. No, it's a corridor, but it's a long corridor in the opposite direction. I'm just gonna say, I mean, if I do it that way, it's just gonna dead end, but it will have an exit going up. So I guess that's fine, maybe. So then I'll just roll up another room right above it. 4x4 room, which means I got to re-roll, even though there's no. I guess I will, but there's literally no point because there's not enough room even for a 4x4. I rolled a 2 on the exits, so that means it has 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll like shade that in. This is room what? 8. Okay. We're making progress. Definitely haven't cleared out as much as I like, but we're moving along. We're moving along. Fine. I need to just bookmark this. Level 1 room. What is in it? 4-1. Small shrine. Let me mark that down first. The room is bare, apparent for a small stone shrine set into the wall. Roll on GOT 1 table to identify the shrine's god. When offerings are correctly applied, gain 1 FP. Exits are random, yet not unique. So let me see what the 1 exit type is. I guess we can roll to see what kind of shrine it is. Maybe this is a me thing, and maybe because I haven't played this game and gotten super far into it, but I never really mess much with like the shrines and like the subterranean gods. Metal doors. Okay, so we got metal doors. So let me also roll to see, are they locked or unlocked? That's a 3, so they are chill. By chill, I mean unlocked. Okay. Was it GOT one? Where I don't know where some of these tables are. I went by it. They're all loot tables though. There we go. Okay. That's a 3, so it is Maduva. Okay, well, let me at least see what Maduva's deal is. Maduva the Rot. Favorite items are bone, ash, leather, teeth, fangs, wishbones, and emeralds. Maduva is of the past and feeds upon many dead animals beneath the sacrifice. I do have bones. I got some bones I can offer up. Okay, let me double check. It's been a while. Let me see how that works. 3 food that creates 1 ration. So food is for the cabbage. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Let me see how offers work. I don't want to call a favor. I just want to make an offer. How does that work? Leaving the dungeon stuff. I maybe should leave the dungeon at some point. I guess you could do that once per level, so maybe I should do that before I down to the next level, whenever the heck that happens. But let me see real fast. I totally forget how making an offer works. That's just something I do, and I just get... I think it's just I get rid of the item, and I just get it. I think I just do it and get it. I don't think there's any like roll or anything I need to do. Oh, here we go. Offering to the gods, yada yada yada. Here you can gain favor points. In general, you're prompted in the text. Do this once per dedicated feature. Gain a favor point to that god. It specifies some items grant you 2 or 3 favor points. Okay. Which, yeah, I have bones to give up, so that would grant me... Not a wish bone, unfortunately, just regular bone. But that would get me 1 favor point with them, with Manuva. So you know what? Sure. We'll do it. I'll get rid of the split bones. I don't think I was going to use them for much anyway, but you know what? Seems like a good a time as any. So then I gain 1 favor point with Maduva. Okay. Well, we're in the small shrine over here, so we can keep going up, I guess. See what's above it. Guys can get you out of a scrape. Or they can give you good bonuses if you're in a room that gives you a negative on your roll. Okay. You know, I'm glad I made the offering. You know, I got bones. I'm probably not going to do anything with them anyway, so why not? Okay. Let me see what's in the room above this. The metal door is there, but thankfully unlocked. So let me roll to see what size room we get. It's a corridor. My goodness. With a 4 for exits, which is 2 exits. We'll just connect these 2 rooms because it's... Oh, is this a vertical? I think it's like I said, I want to be consistent with how I do my creating rooms here. So we triple double check. Primary dice is for the X. Okay, so no, I'm completely wrong. Okay, well, this is why I check these things. This is just a corridor going up with 2 exits. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be no room going up, so I'm just going to have 1 exit going off to the side. Executive decision here. Okay, then we will roll another room. Another corridor. This one's going to the left. Okay. Laptop. I need to move my mouse off because that's freaking me out. My laptop keeps going to sleep. I need to change that setting also. What happens when you reset your laptop, I guess. So this is a 5 length corridor. So 1. Make 1 exit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With that last one just being part of the exit. Okay, and then we'll shade in that. There's enough for like a 3 high room there. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that. Knock another corridor, please. Okay, it's a 2x3 room. That is perfect with 3 exits. That's actually perfect. So we can have one just kind of going out the center. Neat. I like it when a dungeon just comes together like that. Okay, this is room number 9. 2x3, that's 6. So, small room. Second small room of the game. See what's going on in this small room. 6 and a 5, that's 11. It's a wall shrine. I don't think we've had this yet, no. In the wall is a small shrine, which you can make another offering. It is dedicated to a god. Roll on the god table. Okay. This is not a unique. So then I go back to the god table. Or the loot table. Yeah, there we go. All right. See if we get a different god maybe, because I don't have more to give to Maduva. We didn't. It's in Tuneric. Okay. What does Intuneric want? They want ink, coal, black beetles, ebony, black feathers, and garnet. I have none of that. Sorry. Sorry. Give them anything. Okay. Almost off to level 4 character once, then prayed to a god, and they immediately fully healed me, and I defeated the enemy and continued on. Oh, that just happens mid-combat. Dang. Okay, well, I'll make offers when I can, but I guess I don't have anything for Tuareg here. I'm gonna take a real quick, like, couple-minute break, stretch my legs, go to the bathroom, all that good stuff. Feel free to do the same. I'll be back in, like, 3 to 5 minutes. Be right back. All right. Second. Just checking. Phone. And we're back. Welcome back. All right, ready to get back into this dungeon. Found a small shrine. Don't have anything to give, but I can always come back once I have something, surely. We're in room number 9 here, so I'm just going to go off to the right. Roll up a new room. 4x6 room with 2 exits. Okay, so we're just going to have it butt up against that. So 1, 2, 3... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 exits? Okay. Have one come down right there. Maybe just one right across the way. Something like that. I don't like that. Room number 10. And let's see, this is the 2x6. Yeah, it's not a small room. Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, 6 and 1. An apothecary. I don't even have enough room to write that out. Apothecary. So a table is covered in jars and bottles. Scrolls full of scripts are tacked to the walls. You must face the apothecary, and if I survive, cool stuff happens. There is random exits, so before I do any of that, let me go ahead and take care of the exits first. Roll the correct dice too. That does help. 5 and 1 is just archways. Love to see it. Okay. There's an apothecary enemy I have to now fight. Don't know where they are. These cards are not in alphabetical order. That's good stuff. Okay. Oh no, don't say that. One of the toughest levels in the fights in the first level. They do have 12 health. There were 35 XP. That's like how much I have right now. I have 37, or I have 43 now. Yeah, this seems scary. I do have my scroll still. And I do have 2 potions of healing. So I have options. Let's look at their stats. So like I said, 12 HP, 35 XP. They have 1 shift value. They have interrupts of blinding smoke on primary 1s, which doesn't affect me. And on primary 4s, doesn't affect me. Glowing shield on secondary 2s, which does affect my incisive cut, my good maneuver. So whatever. It would make it the same as my stab because it's d6 plus 1, a -2 damage would make it a d6 -1. So either way, I'd be doing d6 -1 damage. They have a firebomb and gas cloud. And on the gas cloud, I may not attack next turn. I almost want to use this mental whip magic scroll right away and just do like 10 damage to him and get this fight over with, right? Would that be wise, Christopher? Using my scroll right away? Because that just does like 10 damage. I don't have to do a quick refresher, but I assume using a scroll is just something I can do on my turn instead of attacking, and I don't know if I have to make I do have to make a roll for it, don't I? It was maybe cast at the very start of combat or outside of combat, but never during. Oh, so it's at the very start, so it doesn't not even take up my turn. But then once combat starts, I can't use it. Once the scroll's read, even if it fails, it crumbles to the ground. Roll 2d6. If you roll doubles, you've locked in the power, carried out the scroll's effect successfully. Otherwise, the spell fails. Use your discipline shift modifier. 1 or more discipline doubles listed. Also fails if the discipline double is rolled. I don't know if it's worth it. It seems like the odds of actually it working are very, very slim, but you know what? Let's go for it. So essentially, I'm going to use my spell scroll of a mental whip, which does 10 damage. Okay, but here's a dungeon. Means you also have the initiative in combat to act first and cast a spell from a scroll, but doing so means that the creature attacks first. Whereas if you do not cast a spell, you attack first. So, okay, and it does something I could do at the start of combat, never during, and it does take my first action. Once I use it, it fails. Roll 2d6. If I roll double, it's good. I have a discipline shift of basically 1. Not basically, of just 1. But if I roll double 6s, the spell does double damage. If I roll double 1s, the spell does damage half. And then whenever I cast or attempt to cast a magic scroll, whatever happens, I will gain 5 XP. So that's kind of huge. Regardless of what happens, I get some XP out of this. So you know what? Christopher's got me a little scared about this fight. And looking at this enemy, I see why. So I'm going to go ahead and forego my first turn to use Scroll of Mental Whip. So I will cast it. Well, I will attempt to cast it. Before I forget, I'll go ahead and give myself the XP of, so I'm now up to 48. And let's see what happens. This is going to be a big roll here, because if I do this, it's 10 damage out of their 12. I just need doubles or close to doubles. And I roll a 5 and a 3. Not doubles, and 1 point away from what I would need. So it does fail. And that was my first turn. I think that was the move, but it's just unfortunate that it did not work out. So now it's their turn. They roll 4 and 2, which thankfully is not enough for them to do anything on their first turn. So now it's back to me. And now I just have to duke it out with this apothecary. 3 and a 4. Yeah, I can shift down to a 2 and a 4. That's enough for my stab. And yeah, it's they only interrupt on my incisive cut. So this is gonna be d6 minus 1. Come on, big damage. Okay, a 4. I'll take that. 3 damage brings them down to 9. That's a good amount. It's not a 1 minus a 1, so I'll take it. Back to them. They roll a 3 and a 5. That's scary because they have 1 shift and they can shift to a 4 and a 5, which is their firebomb. D6 minus 2 damage. A 4 and a 5. I have a primary 4, so it's actually D6 minus 3 damage. But they roll a 6. So 6 minus 3. That's 3 damage. That brings me down from 9 health to 6. Not great. Round 3, back to me. A 6 and a 3. I can shift down to my 5 and a 2 for my incisive cut, which will be d6 minus 1 because of their interrupt of glowing shield. I roll a 5. Okay, so that's still 4 damage, brings them down to 5 health. Not bad, not bad. Now it's back to them though. They roll a 1 and a 2, not enough for anything for them. On to round 4, we get 1 shift adjustment dice. I rolled double 5s, which doesn't do anything for me. But I do have enough shift. Now I have 3 because of the shift adjustment, so I can shift down from a 5 on the secondary to a 2. And that's enough to do my incisive cut, which once again is d6 minus 1 because of their glowing shield. I roll a 6. Minus 1 is 5 damage, which kills them. Exact amount of health. That seemed like I got very lucky. I did take a little bit of damage. 6 out of 10, but they're dead. And that's plus 35 XP, so that brings me up to quick math here. It's 5383. 83. I'm almost leveled up. Okay, yeah, that was a little scary. I guess I didn't need the scroll, but I stand by my decision to use it. That seemed like the right decision. And I still got some XP out of it, so it's not the end of the world. I gotta roll on POT1. I don't know. Where's POT1? What the heck is POT1? I don't know what that is. Is that like a potions table? Probably in the front then. That's what that... POT1. Yeah, it's a potions table. Who would have guessed? Okay. Let's see what potion I get. That's on the next page. Let's get the right page. Come on, give me a potion of healing. Oh, a 6? Potion of shield aura. Okay, I like hearing that. I got a potion of aura. That's pretty cool. Plus 10 aura points. What exactly does that do? I don't know what a potion of shield aura does. Where can I look this up? Shield aura. -1 damage taken per round and 1 whole combat. Dang. Okay. Apothecary has been slain. So then, first off, this better be a unique room. I don't want to encounter this again. This is rough. This is a unique room. Good. Okay, so let me mark that real fast. And there's other stuff in here. I roll on POT 1 and 2, so I get 2 more potions? Okay. I'm not gonna complain. The POT 1, I get 5. Potion of Strength. And then POT 2, Potion of Extra Healing. Okay. Right now, yeah, I don't mean to, I'm not trying to brag, but I have a bandage, 2 bandages, 2 potions of healing, potion of shield aura, strength, and now extra healing. Let me see real fast if I can find what exactly do bandages do. That I don't, if they just heal me a little bit, I'd use that like right now and not waste like a potion of extra healing. Heals up to 30 HP. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody use a scroll on stream before. I think people get a lot of scrolls. Yeah, it seems very difficult. I imagine, okay, yeah, discipline is something that you gain as you level up. I guess that just makes sense, but dang, okay. Do you know what bandages do? Is that something like in the rule book that I just missed? Let's see if I can find that real fast. Where would that even be? Herbal remedies. Do I need that to like rations? Bandages just used to make stuff? Oh, here we go. Wait, herbal? No, that's health paste. Healing balm. Like bandages, or maybe that's just like not an actual item and it's just something I can use to like RP essentially. I don't know. So many bandages rules. Okay, but so they're not like an actual rule for it? That's lame. Bad game. Armor dice, maneuvers, combat. This is all combat. The healing stuff, yeah, I don't, if anything, I would think it would be under like something in crafting, but I definitely don't see anything. It would be nice if it just heals you like 1 or 2 HP. I guess I have some Malika leaves. I could just chew on those to heal up like 1 HP. That seems like a little bit of a waste, because if I get some crushed Ilios petals, I can make healing balm, which is, it heals 10. So like, all right, I'll chill with what I got. I mean, it's only a 6 out of 10 health. That's not terrible. I got my potions. This has been cleared out. I don't know. I messed up my making my exit there. There's supposed to be a little exit right there. I'm gonna go south of the apothecary and see what's in the room below here. I got a little bit of a gap there. Oh god. Okay, it's a corridor with no exits. So I'm just gonna make this, it says 2 height, but I'm just gonna make it 3 just to connect it to this other exit here. The apothecary's south hallway just leads right to the training room that we were in earlier. So I'm gonna go back up to the apothecary, go out east, and see what is in that. Okay, this is a 6x2 room with it's a 3 on exit, so that's just 1 exit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll just put the exit like at the top. 6x2 means it's definitely not a small room. This is room number 11. Let's see what's in this room. 3 and 4. A prayer room. This is a unique room. The exits are curtains. What am I supposed to do for curtains? Yeah, it's like a little squiggly line. Okay. Prayer room. To one side is a wall-mounted symbol above a small altar and cushion. Roll d6. On 1 to 4, I find something. And then I roll on a different thing and roll something. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I don't find that. After you search the room, and if you survive... What do you mean, if I survive? I didn't fight anything. Well, L1R must be... What is L1R? Oh, religious enemy. Okay, no, so thankfully I don't encounter anything. And then I roll on RATT1. Know what that table is? Is that like a religious trinket artifact? Religious artifact treasure table. Of course, I should have known. It's a fun game to play. Is try to guess what the initials of the table names stand for. I got a 9, so there is a small. Okay, keep moving my mouse around. It scares me when my computer goes to sleep. I should just change that right now, but I don't want to. There's a small ornate casket here, which you slowly open and find a pouch with D6 gold inside. I'm gonna have a lot of money. 2 gold. Huge. Let me add that to my gold. Got 5 gold, 7 silver. Not bad, not bad. I always think the default for 4 against darkness rolls, man, just give you 1 HP, but that's probably wrong. But I don't want to tell you you're right. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't see anything in the rules, and I mean, obviously I know a lot of the items in the game don't have specific uses and are made to be used in that. I always forget, what do they call that? Like inventive usage or whatever? I think that's probably the case. But yeah, I mean, I would think it works. I mean, Malika leaves, you chew those, you get 1 HP, so I feel like bandages, that would be like a safe assumption. I guess I could also just sell, you know. I'm just gonna check something real fast. Where to go to the market? I guess there's nothing I really want to buy, right? I'm just curious, what could I get with what I got? Oh, one thing I never thought of, I guess I could buy like gems. Because I have a pendant, and I can also use that as like an offering. Gems aren't that expensive. Miscellaneous items. Rations is 1 gold. Okay, I could buy some rations. Grappling hook. Cool hammer. Strong glue. I'm guessing magic items are probably expensive. Yeah, that scroll of mental whip that I didn't even use. Cost 20 gold. I have 5. Never mind. Maybe I'm not as rich as I thought I was. Okay. Onwards. So, prayer room. I'm going to go out to the east. See what lies there. It is a corridor. Flame with 1 exit. We'll just put it right at the beginning. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll have the, instead of the exit going up, we'll just have it go straight through, and that's makes a little bit more sense, I think, surely. Okay. I don't like corridors. They're boring. Okay, there we go. 6x2 room with no exits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Room number 12. Six and a 1. Apothecary, but it's a unique room, so we don't have to do it again. Reroll. Okay, a 2 and a 3. Thank goodness. Holding cell. Yeah, we haven't had that yet. Reinforced doors as the exit. Well, good thing there's no exits here, so we're chill. Okay. An iron barred cell where prisoners are kept in one corner. A broken or are kept is in one corner. A broken chain on the floor. Roll a d6. Oh boy. Okay. Rolled a 1. Lost it. Okay, on a 1 to 4, the jailer is here. You must fight them if you survive. Roll an EMP 1. Well, I got a 1, so it looks like we're fighting a jailer. Again. But that's fine. This guy was pretty easy last time. So jailer stats, 6 HP worth 10 XP, 1 shift value. They interrupt on secondary 2s. They have a sharp kick and a punch attacks. Secondary 2s means my incisive cut, which is my good attack, is going to be doing less damage. Let's go. 3 and a 1. Yeah, I can shift up to a 5 and a... No, I can't. I can't do anything with that roll. I only have 2 shift points. I can shift it to the 5, but then I can't shift up to the 2, so that's nothing for my first roll. Their first roll, they get a 6 and a 1. They can't do much with, but they can shift down to a 5 and a 1, and that's a sharp kick. 5 and 1. My armor blocks none of that, so that's just going to be a straight d6 minus 2 coming at me. Roll a 5, so that brings me down to 3 HP. Surely that's okay. Getting a little worried about my health at this point. 3 HP is a little scary. Let me look at how potions work. I assume I can consume them during combat, but then that would maybe take my action, is what I assume. I could be absolutely wrong on that. Let me check the rules. Using magic potions, you could drink 1 potion per round of combat. Does it use my... If used during combat, you miss your attack to quaff the liquid. Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to use one of my potions of healing because I'm a little bit worried about my health. One thing that is nice is I go from 3 health to 13 health. That's one thing that's kind of cool about this game that I do like, is that, like, just because my baseline hit points is 10, you can go above that with a potion of healing. So 13 health is what I got. We're on round 2. Let's see what the jailer does. They got a 2 and a 3, which they can shift up to a 3 and a 3 and do their punch attack. On a secondary 3, I can use my leather bracers, so -1. So instead of a d6 minus 3, it's a d6 minus 4. And they rolled a 3, so they get nothing. Round 3 of combat, I get to go. I got a 4 and a 6. That's like nothing. That's far from anything. I would need a lot more shift points. I would need like 2 extra to do anything. So that's a miss. Back to their turn. A 3 and a 1. They can almost do something with, but both of their maneuvers, they are 2 points away, and right now they only have 1 shift point. So it sucks for them, but now we're on to round 4. Shift adjustment dice is coming into play, so now they're going to have 2 shift points. But I have an extra as well. I roll a 3 and a 1. Now that I have 3 points, I can shift up to a 5 and up to a 2 and do my incisive cut, which they will interrupt with their barge. So it's going to be d6 minus 1 instead of d6 plus 1. But I roll 5, so that does 4 damage, brings them down to 2 health. Their turn now. They roll a 3 and a 5, which they now have 2 shift points, so they can shift down to a 3 and a 3 and do their punch attack, which, because of my leather bracers, instead of d6 minus 3, it's d6 minus 4, and they roll 1, so they're not doing nothing. Round 5, we each get 2 shift points extra. I roll a 2 and a 5, which I can shift to a 2 and a 4 to do my stab attack. They're just d6 minus 1, and I roll a 4, which is 3 damage, and that takes them out. 10 XP brings me up to 93, almost a level up, but not quite there. What else? Couch table plus 1. And then also, let me double check. What was the other thing I get? Where the heck even am I? I'm in the holding cell, right? An ENP 1. Okay, only do that after, because that's another encounter. Pouch table 1 plus 1. Great. So that's a 9 plus 1 is 10. There are some Zoomerous leaves and 2 LQ gems. That seems pretty good. There are some Zoomerous leaves. How many? This is something I was complaining about, I think, last time I played. But I'm just going to take that as a single quantity of numerous, or Zoomerous leaves, not numerous. And then roll 2 LQ gems, which is, I think, low quality, right? So I roll on GMT. Isn't that like the time zone, GMT? GMT 1 minus 2, and I roll on that twice. Okay. I'm going to keep this all straight. Where the heck is GMT? GMT. Dynamite. Minus 2, and I do it twice. Okay, trying to keep this all straight. I rolled on a 1, so I get a pearl and a ruby. Okay. So the jailer is dead. But now I need to go back because this was the holding cell. Now I need to roll an EMP1, which is just looking at the encounter prisoner table. Got a 5. There's a cell here, and inside a person chained up. You approach, but see they are slumped forward and realize they are dead. Roll D3 doses for some. Page 21. What? Page 21? What do you mean? On the rules? What? D3 doses for some. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I miss? Ah. Wait. Okay. Is that just when you make it, though? Or is that for what you find as well? Because I see that it mentions that there. If you have the right combination of herbs, you immediately make D3 doses of herb remedy. Is that what you're talking? Because that sounds like when I make it, but not when I find it. I'm curious. I did want to look up, what can I do with Zoomerous leaves? That's mainly used for the soothing oil. All right, no, you're good. That's good to know, because, I mean, whenever I do make stuff, I'll keep that in mind. I feel like I never find the right combination of stuff to ever make stuff. Or I can use it for health paste, but I need the other things. Oh, wait, Christopher, I just found something. I think maybe bandages on their own don't do anything, but one of the herbal remedies, maybe I've never made this before, is a medicated bandage. So you add cut, Dakamoa stems, and scarlet orivitis. You add that to bandages, and then you apply to a wound. It says requires cloth, but I imagine if you have bandages that works, and then that heals 20 HP. But it still should make sense that you can use bandages to heal without, like, applying medicine. But I guess maybe not. I don't know. But you can make medicated bandages. I didn't know that. Okay, so that was the holding cell, which has no exits. So I'm going to go back through the prayer room, back through the apothecary, back through the wall shrine, go north, continue down that hallway, and we're gonna see what's at the end of it. The 2x2 room with 2 exits. Okay, we're gonna do 1 exit at the top. I guess 1 exit at the bottom, but that's just gonna be like just gonna lead into. There's some rules specifically about like, see what this says. An exit would lead to a space 1 square from a wall. Do not add it. Okay, so that's 1 square from a wall, so just don't add that there. That's what I was thinking. Like I said, I did read over some of the rules earlier today, and that was one thing I remember reading. I just don't add that. So this room only has 1 exit. It's a 2x2 room. This is room 13. It's absolutely a small room. Let me reset my combat dice before we roll this up. Okay, so what do we got going on? I'm looking at the wrong table. Hold on. Small rooms, here we go. 7. Muracadine effigy. There's a grisly effigy to Murata. I'm just gonna call him Murata for short. It smells of rotting flesh. If you call its favor, -2 the roll. There's no space to make an offering. This is a unique Murata. Okay. One thing I was curious about, so let me look at it real fast. So I can call an offering for Murata. I haven't done anything with them, so they're not going to call for me. In Turek, I did run into earlier, I guess. I was curious if the gems I picked up they would want. Nope. I did pick up a ruby, right? I picked up a ruby and a pearl, which, like, if there was an offering for Murata, like, they like that ruby a lot. That's a +2, but there's no offering spot, so that's no good. This is a small room, so the exit's an archway. So we are just on to the next room. Six by 2 room. Okay, with 3 number exits, so 1 exit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll put the exit a little bit down like that. This is room 14. I remember being like, oh, I'm gonna get to like floor 3 today. I'm like halfway through floor 1. I forgot this game does take a little while to play, and I feel like I'm playing at a pretty good pace, but granted, like I said, it's been a while since I've played, so it's gonna be a little bit more slow going at it. I'm just trying to color in some of these gaps here. Do that real fast just to make it a little bit easier to see. I guess this area is also going to be filled in. I need some better fantasy music than playing the Sims soundtrack. I just don't know what I was playing. I mean, I can play RimWorld, but that's not like fantasy music. I like playing like video game soundtrack when I play, and I just need good fantasy video game soundtrack that also won't get me like copyright striked. That's the key. Like, one I would play that I really like is like background music. I think World of Warcraft has a great soundtrack, but I guess I could just try it someday and see if I get in trouble. That's what I've done with a lot of these. 2 and a 3 in this room is a holding cell. We were just in, but it's not a unique room, so we're back again. A reinforced door. I'm gonna real quick just roll to see, is the door locked? A 5. Yes, it is locked. We've run into our first locked door. This is a holding cell. Okay. So, an iron barred cell where prisoners are kept is in one corner, a broken chain on the floor. Roll d6, 1 through 4. A jailer is here. This sounds familiar. I rolled a 4. Jailer is here. Another jailer. Jailer? I hardly know her. Okay. Once again, Jailer, 6 health, 10 XP. Is going to level us up after this. That's fun. Shift value 1. We have Barge on secondary 2s, so my incisive cut is going to be a little bit more weakened, but let's get going. Well, a 2 and a 4. That's in exact strike on my stab attack. So instead of D6 minus 1, it's D6 plus 2. Or plus 1. Yeah, D6 plus 1. Which I rolled a 5. Plus 1 is 6. They have 6 health. That's a 1-hit kill on the Jailer. Okay, that was quick. Exact strike stab with my longsword just took him out. I've fought a Jailer or 2, so this is nothing new to me. That brings me up to 103 XP, which is a level up. This is exciting. We're getting to level up. So my next XP amount is 500. This seems like forever away, but sure, once we hit level 2 of the dungeon, stuff will get easier and easier. What else does that do? Shift value doesn't go up. Discipline doesn't go up. Baseline HP goes up to 20. I think I also just immediately get 10 HP, I believe. I'll have to maybe double check this. I think I go up to 23 HP. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to be over my baseline. Shift stays at +2. Discipline stays at +1. Precision goes up to +1. I believe precision's mainly used for lockpicking. I think something else maybe as well, but pretty much lockpicking. I think that's pretty much it. I think I can maybe get a new maneuver also. Surely, maybe. I may swap out one of my maneuvers for another one. 10 HP. I think everything else I got. But still just a level 1 maneuver. I don't think I really will care about swapping them out, but let me take a quick gander, see what my options are for my longsword maneuvers. If there's anything. I don't go up to the next level. I mean, my stab isn't doing too great, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to stick with my maneuvers that I got. I don't feel like changing it up too much. So then the Jailer is PT1 +1. So pouch table 1 with a +1 roll. 2d6, of course, is the name of the game. Of course, I'm rolling 2d6. That's 5. There are some dried pumpkin seeds, which I believe that's more food, right? So that's can be used towards rations. Huge. Then I need to roll on the prison table. Was it the encounter? Yeah, ENP1. Jailer's done for. He leveled me up. I took him out in 1 hit. Roll on this encounter table. That's a 6, which says bars across a section of the room form a cell. Inside is a slumped body. They have been dead for a while. Cool. Great. Good stuff. Glad to hear it. Very exciting. I think that's it. I don't think there was any extra. We have a locked door. Our first locked door of the game. For the LQ gems, it's random. What do you mean for the LQ gems? It's random. Use the gem table on page 15 of the table book. I did roll on that. Like when I got the gems, I rolled on that, but I'm pretty sure it specified that they were low quality. On page 12 for the values. Okay. I remember at this point I'm kind of forgetting where I got them, but I wrote LQ because I'm pretty sure it said that I did roll on that table. Because I had to roll on that twice with like a -2 modifier on the GMT gems table. I rolled like a 6 and a 1, so that's why I got a ruby and a pearl. Both LQ. I think I did that right, but I mean, I could be wrong. Let me double check how lockpicking works. Do I even start with any like, what is it? Lockpicks you can like do a number of times. I do forget. Let me double check. Come across a locked door and you have a set of lockpicks. You don't start with a set of lockpicks, but they can be found in a dungeon. So this door, you can't break it down, right? I guess I can wait for someone to open the door. Okay, I can just wait. Is that just an option I can do without trying to pick the lock, or do I have to try to pick the lock first and then I can wait? That's the one thing I want to find. It says if you fail to pick the lock, then it has been damaged and you must wait. If you wait. That makes it seem like I can't just wait and I have to pick the lock first. Yeah, that doesn't quite make sense. I may be reading this too literally, but page 57 of rules? 57? For the table? 57. You're wrong. No, you're page 57? Is that? I don't know. There's no page 50. Oh, unless you mean of the table. But you're good. I mean, like I said, I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm all for, you know, pointing out if I'm making rule mistakes here. You mean 27? No, I don't know. What do you mean page 50? You're looking at the PDF. Oh. Yeah, page 57, at least, this is like level 4 rooms. At least on this. Does it say like a page number at the bottom? That's what I'm looking for. I mean, I guess there's these in the back, if that's what... Yeah, man, there's like the gem value table. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I'd like to know. I want to make sure I'm doing stuff right. Oh, near the graph paper. Okay, was that the table you're talking about? The gem value table? I've seen that. Or was it in this checks and actions? Checks and actions. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. I don't know. You're still talking about the gems? I mean, like I said, I see there's the gem value table here. Oh, for the lock's quality. But I think even, like, I didn't roll. I should roll for that. I thought you were still talking about the gem thing. No, for the locked door. Right. But regardless, like, I mean, I should roll that, but like, I don't have lockpicks, so I can't, there's not much I can do. So it's a 5 quality lock on the reinforced door. This is what, an L5? I guess I can write that like right there. Yeah, I don't even have lockpicks, so I can't really do much, unfortunately, right now. But that's something I could probably buy at the market. That would be kind of nice, because I don't know what else I'm gonna buy at the market right now. I think regardless, I'm gonna have to turn back for now. Maybe go back down this hallway, and we got an exit here. Out of the room number 6 training room. So I'm gonna go down that and see what's going on in there. 6x4 room, okay. With two exits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do an exit at the top. And we'll do one going down to like connect those two together. This is room what, like 15? Okay, okay. Map's starting to come together slowly. This is 6x4. It's definitely not a large room. At least in the technical term. We got a 2 and a 2, so that means this is a scuffed up space. Archways, not unique. Let me just write that down real fast. Scuffed up space. There's a pile of rubbish here, and the floor is covered in scuff marks. You can check the rubbish piles, roll on RUPT1, then on IAUT1. Sure, we will do both of those. So RUPT1, just like the rubbish. Yes, the rubbish pile table. There's just a, let me double check. Yeah, there's no modifier on it, so we're just rolling a straight table roll. Okay, it's a 9. On closer inspection, there's burnt remains of an animal, fragments of a bone. Okay, we'll take the bone fragments. What was the other thing? Remnants of an animal? Burnt remains of an animal. I was gonna say, if I had a container, I could try to get blood from the animal. I know blood is kind of helpful in this game, but if it's burnt, it doesn't seem like it's gonna help much. Okay. I don't have anything to hold the blood, even if I did have, like, if it did have it. IAUT1, so it's like the interruption and unexpected table. Uh-oh, 6 and 6. Maybe that's good. There's a statue of a god in the corner. Roll on the god table to identify it. Beneath the god is a place where offerings can be left and applied. Correct to gain 1 FP. There's also a small pouch and casket here. Both are empty. Cool. Thanks for getting my hopes up. Like, oh, there's stuff here, but you don't get anything. Love to see that. Okay, so on the god's table. 4. Murata. Okay, wait. That's huge. I think. Because if there's a... Get out the god cards here. Murata... Yeah, that's the one that likes rubies. And they have a +2. And I have an LQ ruby, which I don't think they care about the quality. So I'm going to give that to Murata, and that's 3 favor points. I shall offer it away. Huge moves. Okay. I'm gonna go south of this scuffed up space and see what's in the room down there. 2x4 room. I can basically fit that. It'll be 2x3, but whatever. With a 3, it has basically 1 exit. Okay. I'll draw 1 exit. I don't know if this other entrance already kind of counts, but I'm going to just not count it and draw an additional exit for now. Kind of color in this little space in between here. Cool. Room 16. This is a 2x3 room. I think that makes it a small room, right? It's 6. Yeah, 6 or smaller is a small room. We roll on the small rooms table. It's like our 3rd now small room, maybe 4th. I'm starting to lose count. An 8 total. Nevazud Nevazador doll. There's a doll of Nevazador hanging here, limp and symbolic. If you call his favor here, -2 to the roll, there's no space to make an offer. Nev doll. Unique room. Okay. I'm gonna loop back up to the scuffed up space first and venture out here. This is kind of crazy. This is the starting room here. We've only gotten one of the exits. The other one's probably gonna lead to the same area. And then we have the area to the right here to kind of explore. So I'm trying my best to keep the pace going, but this game, you know, does take a while to play. So I'm gonna go back up to the scuffed up space and get the table ready. I'm probably gonna need that one. Let's roll to see what's going on east of that. It's a 4x3 room with 3 exits. Maybe I won't draw it like that then. There's 3 exits. Draw 1 exit like that. One exit going down. 1 exit going over, something like that. I kind of like that. Room what, 17? Numbering the rooms doesn't really matter, but it's nice if I need to go back and like reference it or whatever. So now roll to see what type of room it is, and a 2 and a 4 gives us a washroom. We definitely haven't had one of these. Okay, there are basins set in worktops here and buckets of soapy water. It is damp. Roll a d6. On a 1 to a 3, a fungal creature emerges. I rolled a 6. No fungal creature here. Roll on L1F if you survive. Roll on TAT1. So L1F is still... Oh, okay. So there's... Oh, that's the fungal creature. So that's if there was a fungal creature. Okay. So there isn't one, so I just roll on TAT1. Okay. TAT1 is the probably my favorite table of the game, the table. That's a 7. On the table is a coil of rope. I mean, there's one thing I know about dungeon crawlers and RPGs, a coil of rope is always helpful to have. All right. Good stuff. Onwards to the next room. Let's go north of here, see what's kind of going on above the washroom. This is a 2x5 room with 3 for exits, 1 exit. Okay. I can only make it a 3 high room, 2 wide, 1 exit. We'll just make it go off to the right. Means this whole area here, we can kind of color in roughly. Nothing's gonna go here anymore. Just empty space. Okay, cool. This is room, what, 18? It's a 2x3 room, because we didn't have enough to make the full room. So, another small room. Means I don't need to worry about the exit type, because it only has 1 exit. It's going to be an archway. We roll a 6 for the small room table, so... Meduva statue. I'm almost certain we had that. Maybe not, because that was a Murata statue. This was the Nev doll. This is the... Yeah, I think we had the Murata effigy, but we didn't have the Meduva statue. I think this is new. So there's a rough statue of Meduva here. His form is twisted sinew. You call for its favor here, -2 to the roll. Meduva, I think I only have a little bit of favor with. I only have 1. Yeah, while I'm here, why don't I do a quick refresher on what the heck I can even do with calling favors? Because once again, I kind of mentioned this earlier. It's not something I've really done too much of. Gain 1 discipline or precision for 1 dungeon level. Acquire an object needed for a task. Find a working lever to open all portcullises in the room. Fix an item. Move +3 on your next loot roll. +3 on your next. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy I want to use right now. So I'm gonna pass on that. And just go east of this room and see what lies ahead. And that's a 5x4 room. And we can make it 3 high. The 4 on the exit roll, so 2 exits. 5. So 1, 2. We'll connect up these 2 rooms because that's fun. 3, 4, 5, and then we'll do something like that. Or in this area. The one thing I really like about this, I've already said this earlier, I really like the dungeon mapping in this, and I've seen people with a lot more artistic abilities than I do make some really nice and cool looking maps. And I'm just, you know, you can actually like kind of decorate the rooms and whatnot. I'm just kind of labeling them and going along, but, and you know, with the coloring in the spaces, I'm doing this really roughly, but I've seen some people do some really cool stuff. One thing I really like about this game. We also got a little bit of empty space there I can color in. And there I can color in. Okay. I don't think I just rolled these, and if I did, I'm rolling them again. All right, 3 and 4. Sometimes I just chuck dice and I'm not even thinking about it. Brain's just on autopilot. 3 and 4. A prayer room. Is this a unique room? It is. I think we've had a prayer room, yes. So we are re-rolling. 5 and 3. Holding cell again. Okay. Like our 3rd holding cell? 4th? 3rd. This is just like a prison dungeon. Part of the room has been sectioned off with wooden bars to create a cell. Roll a d6. I rolled a 2. On a 1 to a 4, there's a prisoner here. Roll on ENP1 after. Roll on IAUT1. So ENP1 is the whatever encounter prisoner table. Whoops. Boom. 6. Bars across a section of the room form a cell. Inside is a slumped body. They have been dead for a while. Great. Not great, but, you know, I'm not having to fight anybody. An IAUT. Boom. 5 and 6. A box on the wall opens out to show an ornate carved bone shrine. Roll on GOT1 to identify the god. There is a small wedge where you can place offerings. When correctly applied, gain 1 F. Okay, we can gain a little bit of favor here. I like that. I got some stuff that maybe some gods would want. I don't know. See who it is. It is Grokada. Grokada. I haven't made an offering to Grokada. They want stone, rock, earth, sand, coal, forged metal, and diamonds. I do have metal. It doesn't specifically mention it's forged. But I do have just metal written down. Is forged metal different than metal? Is that really that much different? I'm gonna go with no, and I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt and just say I can offer metal, and Grokada will love that. So, +2 favor for me. We're on to the next room. That's an executive decision right there. Okay. Could go down, and that's connected to the washroom exit. I'm going to go to the right here and see if we can maybe loop back around to this holding cell up there from the holding cell that we're currently in. At least it was like a different holding cell. That's kind of nice. It's a 2x5 room with one exit. I can only make it I can make it a 2x5. I'm dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with one exit. We'll make it go to the right here, something like that. 8 in that part. Room number 20. Big room, maybe. No, I mean, it's not like an actually big room, but room 20, that's gotta be something good. It's a small shrine. Oh wait, okay, this is not unique. Random exits. Let me roll the exits first, just so I don't forget later. Five and 2 is please be archways. Reinforced doors. Okay. So then let me go ahead and check. When I roll that up, are the doors locked? No. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I just need to roll on the gods table to see which god this is, and then go from there. Maybe make an offering, but I don't know if I have anything they want right now. I'm starting to run out of items to offer, but hey, you know what? Maybe I'll have something. Where is this table? I keep going right by it. Okay. 4. Murata. Do I have anything they want? Ruby, I think I already gave away. Meat, leather, horn, dragon scales. I don't have any. I have some bone fragments, but they don't want that. I have a pearl. They don't want that. Okay. Sorry, Murata. Don't have much for you right now. It was a small shrine. One exit going off to the right here, which is a reinforced door that's not locked. So let's roll up the room. A 3x4 room with 2 exits. A 3x4. Definitely have one exit, maybe going off to the top left here. I'll erase it and make one go into like the bottom right. Something like that. 21. A normal sized room. 4 and 4. So this is a barracks. We have not had this yet. The exit type is a wooden door. Do a real quick exit type. See if it's locked. That's a 4, so metal doors are locked, but not wooden doors. Going on to the barracks. You see 2 rows of bunks and some hammocks. There are people here talking. Roll on L1, M1, L. Roll on L1M -1 twice. Then I roll on TCT1 as you find a tea chest in the corner. L1M, so level 1 Marshal -1, and I do that twice. Roll 2 here. That's a 2 and a 4, so I'm fighting a guard and a warrior. Let's see. We got warrior here. Guard, I need to actually go find. There's a guard dog. Where's the guards? Okay, there it is. Okay. New fight, 2 enemies this time. We have the warrior with 9 HP, 22 XP, 1 shift value. They have brace or block on primary 4s. Doesn't affect me. And then dodge on secondary 3s. Doesn't affect me. They have a flurry and slash attack. And then we have the guard. 7 HP. We're 13 XP. So I'm going to be getting a cool like 35 XP out of this if I make it through. Shift 1. Shield block on secondary 3s and 5s. So none of their interrupts affect me in any way. So I picked some good maneuvers here. And they have a stab and swipe attack. I think I'm just going to go for the guard first. Just because they're a little bit weaker and that'll be easier to take out, surely. So let's get going. Round 1. Roll a 4 and a 5. That's like terrible for me. I don't think I can do anything with that. I have 2 shift. Shift down to a 2, but then I need 1 more to shift to my stab attack. So that's a miss. We'll go with the warrior first. They roll a 3 and a 6. That's a big nothing for them. The guard roll a 4 and a 1. That's also nothing for them. So round 2. Back to my turn. A 3 and a 4 is pretty good because I can shift down to my stab attack. 2 and a 4. D6 minus 1. I'm going to be attacking the warrior. That's a 2 minus 1. So, or I guess I want to attack the guard because I want to attack the one that has less health. So brings him down to 6 health. Okay. Warriors first. Yeah. Got a 1 and a 5. They can't do anything with that. Next up is the guard. 5 and a 6. They can't do anything with that either. Sucks for them. Round 3, back to me. The 4 and a 4. I can almost shift to my incisive cut, but I can shift down to my stab attack, so I will. D6 minus 1 to the guard. I roll 5, so that's 4 damage, brings him down to 2 health. Guard is almost dead. Warrior is up to attack. There's a 2 and a 4 on their end. They only have 1 shift point. They can't do anything with that. And then the guard's turn. A 2 and a 2. They also can't do anything with that. They're rolling pretty bad. Sucks for them. Round 4. So now it's the first round with the shift adjustment dice. Back to my turn. Hopefully I can finish off the guard. A 3 and a 6. No, I can't do my incisive cut, but I can. Yeah, I can shift to my stab attack because I have the extra shift from the shift adjustment dice. So D6 minus 1. I roll 5. So that's 4 damage, and that's enough to kill the guard. I'm just going to like rotate them sideways just so I remember. Okay, so now it's just the warrior left. Ooh. Laptop's falling asleep, scaring me here. They roll a 1 and a 6. Anything for them. Round 5, 2 shift adjustments. Warrior has not been hit yet, so I gotta do something about that. A 5 and a 4. I can shift to 2 to my incisive cut. D6 plus 1. I roll 4, so that's 5 damage, brings them down to 4 health. Now it's their turn. They have 3 shift total, so they're going to start probably doing some damage. A 4 and a 5 is enough for them to shift down to their flurry attack, which is... Wait, let me do this first. That's a 4 and a 3. Do I block any of that? I could block either. It's going to be -1 regardless. So instead of a D6 minus 3, it's D6 minus 4 because of my armor. They roll a 5, so I still take 1 whole damage. Oh no. So scared. Now we're on to round 6. We both get 3 shift adjustments. They're probably dead this turn if I get a decent roll. I got a 2 and a 5, which is... I got excited because I thought that was an exact strike, but those are switched. If it was a 5 and a 2 instead of a 2 and a 5, that would have been. Let me shift. I have 5 shift value. Can I shift to what I need? I don't think so, because I would need 3 6 to get my incisive cut. I can still do my stab attack. It's just not as good. So d6 minus 1. I roll 5, which is 4 damage, which is how much the warrior has, and they are dead. Oof, that was a little bit of not too bad of a fight. 2 enemies definitely had me a little worried. Put these there for now. Just get my dice all figured out here. So was that 35 XP total? I'm up to 138. Not bad, not bad. Okay. I get to roll on the pouch table twice. Once with a -1 modifier. Then the loot table. Okay, so from the warrior, I get nothing, but it is damp, and when you sniff your fingers, they smell unpleasant. Love that. The guard, there are some dried pumpkin seeds, which I already have some, so now I got 2. That's 3 food, which I believe is enough to make rations. Good. These 2 guys are dead. And this was the barracks, right? So I think there's something else I could do after. I think it was just the tea chest table to roll on. Yeah, the TCT1 table. Where is the TCT1 table? There it is. Come on, something good. Okay, 3. The tea chest is empty, of course. At least it's not. If I would have one below that, I would have got a splinter and lost some health. So I guess it's not all too bad. Could have been better. Okay, so the wooden doors, no, the reinforced doors, but I think I rolled that we're good. I don't think that they're locked, so I think we're good there. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go north and see what's above the barracks. Or we do a couple more rooms. I'm not gonna go probably too much later. I'll still play for another 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, a 6 height room I cannot do. I can do 3. That's the best you're getting. And I rolled up 2 exits. That I can do. So we'll do 1 exit that way. The other exit that way. Yeah, something like that. Room 22. It says 6 block rooms, so that is a small room. That means the exits will be archways. Ooh, 12. Banner arms. Let me write that down. This is not a unique room. Okay. On the walls are 2 crossed spears and a shield. You take a closer look and see they are for display and only and are useless. There are some cord and metal strips though. Man, I thought on a 12 there was gonna be something like really cool. There's just some cord and metal strips. Cord. Metal strips. What are you gonna do? Okay. So I'm gonna go west of this room, see what's over there. Close to, at least back to the holding cell. It's a 6x3 room. Okay, we can do the height. There's what, 2 exits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can only do 1 exit. We can basically link it back up with the holding cell. We're back to the top of the album again. Crazy. This is room 23. And start shading all this in because this is just empty space at this point. Hope so. Okay. It's like I was worried I messed something up. No, we're good. This is all empty space. Nothing's gonna be there. Whoops. That's some bad shading here. Whatever. That. Just try to do this quickly. I don't care about being too precise. This is a 3x6 room, so it's not a large. We haven't had a single large room, which is fine, but kind of would have been cool. There's still time, I guess. It's a 2 and a 1, so blacksmith. That's a new room we haven't had. Is this a unique room? It is. Is barracks unique? That feels pretty unique to me, but maybe not. No, it wasn't. Okay. I guess exits I don't really have to worry about, so... what's going on in the blacksmith? There is an anvil on a block, a glowing furnace, and walls lined with worn tools. There is someone here. You must fight the blacksmith. Okay. Okay, they don't look too hard. It's after like fighting that apothecary, I'm a little on edge that maybe something crazy is gonna come up. I guess Christopher said that was the hardest, so I guess that's... I don't have too much to worry about. Okay, blacksmith. 6 HP, 9 XP, shift value of 1. They have crossed arms, interrupt on secondary 3s and 6s, which doesn't affect me, and they have 1 attack, hammer blow. Get this fight on the road. It's probably gonna be pretty quick. I rolled a 6 and a 2, so I can shift down to a 5 and a 2 for my incisive cut. D6 plus 1. 3 damage. Brings them down to half health already. See what they got. They just need a 4 and a 3 for their hammer blow. They rolled a 2 and a 2. That is not what they need. So round 2, back to me. I rolled double 4s, so I can shift down to my stab attack. D6 minus 1. It's a 4 minus 1 is 3, and they only had 3 health, so they're dead. That's that. 9 XP brings me up to 147. I feel like it's gonna be a while before I hit level 2. I guess level 1 came pretty quick, but once again, I imagine once I get down to layer 2 or level 2, the dungeon, like enemies are gonna be worth a lot more XP, surely. Let me take a quick glance at some of the level 2 enemies. And we got some. We have Adept is worth 70 XP, 30 XP, 44 XP. Barak Knight is worth 88. Okay, some of these guys look tough. Where's some of the late guys worth? Jeez. I'm just glancing ahead. Like, level 8. This guy gives 2,800 XP. Wizard King, 2,600. What the heck? Okay, wow. The XP really does ramp up. It's good to know. Good to know. I have not, like I said, I don't think I've even made it to level 3, but that's also partially because I think it's a fault of my own. A lot of the times when I play, I just kind of start again. Which this run's going pretty good. So you know what? I might have to like, actually, I also sometimes will just like lose the papers I have from my previous playthroughs. I'll need to try to keep this playthrough going because this feels like a pretty good playthrough. We got some good armor going, lots of good items, good favor points, a decent dungeon. I'll still play a few more rooms. I'm not wrapping up yet, but I'm just saying I need to probably keep this one going. So that was the blacksmith. They were defeated. There was something else to do in the room, right? If you survive, roll an MIT1. No idea what that table is. I don't even have a guess. Metal something, metal instrument table. Is that it? Is MIT1? Okay, here's a better question. Where is MIT1? There's pouch table. Pouch table. What? Oh, is this like a loot table? MIT. Metal item. I think I was close to what I said. 5. Handful of nails. When is any of this going to be helpful? I don't know, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. There's a chance I can maybe do something with that. Okay, I'm going to go kind of hit a dead end here. So I'm going to go back into the banner arms room east of that, and we'll see what's in that little corner area. But we're got like 75% of the rooms kind of the map filled out at this point. It's a corridor that doesn't really lead to anywhere, but it's just there's an exit on the other side, so I guess it's just a little intersection. That's nice, yes. Okay, we'll see what's in this little corner area. A 2x4 room. I can actually fit that in. We got a 4 on the exit, so there's 2 exits. We can at least make 1. But 2x4, so yeah, we could do like an exit there. Color that in, and edge part. That's not going to be anything. This is room, what, 24? Supposed to be 2x4, wasn't it? Whoops. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger real fast. I kind of messed that up. Fixed. Now, I was gonna say that's a small room, but if it's a 2x4, then that's not a small room. That's just a regular. Let's see what's in it. 2 and a 3. Another holding cell. You gotta be kidding me. Which means, let's see, 2 and a 3, holding cell. That's a reinforced door down here. We'll go ahead and see, is the door locked? A 4. No, it's not locked. Only metal doors are locked. Okay. An iron barred cell where prisoners are kept is in one corner. A broken chain on the floor. Roll d6. On a 1 to a 4, the jailer is here. You must fight them. I rolled a 2. There's another jailer here. And I roll on the 1 table after. Okay, let's like one-shot this jailer again. I've fought so many jailers. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. But they're an easy enemy, so I'm not really going to complain. 6 HP, 10 XP. They have their bards on secondary 2s, so I need to really avoid using my... I guess I can use my incisive cut. It's just going to be d6 minus 1 damage, which is the same as my stab. All right, a 3 and a 1. I don't think I can do anything with that. No, I can't. Close, but no cigar. 2 and a 4 for them. Close. If they had one more shift, they could do their punch attack, but not quite. Back to me. 2 and a 5. Almost an exact strike if it was reversed. But I could shift down to a 2 and a 4 and do my stab attack. D6 minus 1. That's a 5, so 4 damage. Brings them down to 2 health. Back to their turn. 5 and a 3. Once again, they're 2 points away for their sharp kick and 2 points away for their punch, but they only have 1 shift value, so sucks for them. They need to get leveled up. Back to me, a 2 and a 6. I can shift down to my stab attack to d6 minus 1. That's a 2, so only 1 damage. And that leaves them with only 1 health. Back to them. It's a 4 and a 5. The big nothing burger. Well, yeah, no, that's definitely nothing. Now we're on to round 4. Shift adjustment dice value of 1. Back to my turn. They're almost certainly dead. 2 and a 5 again. Once again, if it was the other way around, that would be an exact strike. But that's a stab. D6 minus 1. I roll 4, so they are dead. Plus 10 XP. That's a cool 157. We're on pouch table 1 plus 1. Rolled on so many pouch tables, but we'll roll on it again. Maybe this one's a good one. The Malico leaves. We already have some, so now we have more. Cool. And then I believe I have to do the one thing again, right? The ENP table. Counter prisoner table. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll get something different than the other times. A sickly man is chained to the wall. He begs to be released, and you do so, but he is crazed and attacks. Face a laborer with no loot. Okay. Try to do one nice thing. The one guy I come across in a cell that's not already dead, I free them, and then they attack me. That's crazy. Laborer has 4 HP. I'm just gonna sneeze on them and they're dead. Reverse this dice back to round 1. No shift adjustment dice. They have a shove on primary 2, so my stab attack is gonna do way less. I'm gonna try to avoid doing that if I can. I roll 3 and a 2, so I can shift up to my incisive cut. D6 plus 1. They're maybe dead. Yeah, 5 plus 1 is 6. They're dead. Shouldn't have attacked me, my guy. I get no loot from that, but 5 XP. That puts me up to 162. And they're dead? Or what, 4th holding cell? Wait, how many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? Felt like there's more than that, but maybe that's it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Like, I think I'm gonna wrap up there. You know, on another holding cell that feels pretty appropriate before I start rolling more holding cells. Okay. Take a quick sip of water here. Kind of start wrapping up here. I have a just chatting screen, but I don't know if it's actually, you know what, I don't think that's actually working. I haven't set up a lot of stuff. Also, my camera's a little weird. This area up here, there's like the edges aren't properly lined. It's kind of weird. I'm pointing to the wrong area. Right there. Yeah, that looks weird. But yeah, glad I returned to 2d6 dungeon. This was a tier 2 decided, it was majority voted of tier 2 members, was to return to some 2d6 dungeon. I'm glad I did. This game's really fun. And when I did my, a little bit of a spoiler, but when I did my recent ranking of RPGs, I put this at A tier. I think, or maybe I put it at S. I think I put it at A. I think it's super solid. I've played a few other dungeon crawlers, namely War Against Darkness and D100 Dungeon. I don't like really either of those, if I'm being honest. War Against Darkness, D100 Dungeon is my least favorite. I haven't even played it on the channel because I just felt like it was so limiting and just kind of boring. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot that stands out about 2d6 Dungeon, like the combat I really enjoy, and I think the combat felt just so boring in D100 Dungeon. But once again, I know D100 Dungeon, same with War Against Darkness, both have a good amount of like expansions and other modules that you can get and add in. So I know there's a lot of ways you can customize it, especially for Against Darkness. I know there's like a ton of modules for it. So for Against Darkness, I did like a good amount, but I just like 2d6 Dungeon better. I just do. There's a lot to like about this game. I really like the mapping system. I think it works really well. You get some cool looking maps. I like that you can kind of craft in it. I always like any sort of crafting in games. I'm a big fan of. And I just really like the combat system. In some games, I don't know, I've really over the years shied away from combat, like liking it less. I've just like it less and less, I think. That's one thing I like about Starforged, is that combat is very narrative focused, which I do like a lot. But what I like about this is it's super quick, super simple, but there's still some game to it, and there's still some choices to make. It's fairly limited, to be sure. I mean, at least at first. I imagine as you go a little bit further on, get some more maneuvers. You can kind of switch them out, and your armor pieces and when to use that. What things to kind of shift towards. You still don't have a crazy amount of decisions, but I don't know. In combat, I feel like I don't need a bunch of decisions. Like I'm an adventurer with a longsword. Like there's only so much you could do with that, and I think it's still fun. Like it's a fun little mini game that I like how it's done in this a lot. I like especially I really like the combat, like fatigue and shift adjustment dice. I think that's a very interesting and unique little system that just makes sense. That yeah, if you're in combat, you know, and you're fighting to the death, like you're gonna be worn out after a while, even if it's a pretty short amount of time. If you're swinging and dodging, like you're gonna start getting worn out pretty fast. And I like that that's reflected in the fact that you get more shifts values to help you and your opponent both land a better blow as you're both getting more tired. I think that's just a very interesting mechanic, and one of the things that I really like about the combat in this game, besides, like I said, the fact that it's just simple. It's just pretty straightforward and pretty quick. It's a big fan of that. Yeah, and I really like this game. I think I'm gonna try to hang on to this map and this character, and if/when I play this again on the channel, I'll pick back up on this. We can actually maybe get through this level and maybe another one and actually get to level 3, because like I said, there's 10 levels in the base game. I've not even got to level 3 before. I played a little bit of level 2 and either just stopped playing there or maybe died. I kind of forget exactly what happened, but super fun dungeon crawler. And I know that there's lots of content for this that I haven't played. I know there's 2d6 realms. I haven't played that. There's like a animal companion one. There's, I think, definitely I've lost track of what all content is out there. I'm sure there's now different like layer expansions and like dungeon themes. Like this main dungeon in this book is like a human ancestry dungeon, but I know there was plans to add different like ancestry dungeons to the game, so I'm sure that's probably a thing at this point. Like I said, I haven't even been keeping up with this, because like I said, I haven't even gotten past floor 3 of this before, and that's on me that I haven't played the game enough. So definitely recommend checking this out. Shout out to Toby for making such a great game, and also for sending me these books like a while back. I didn't ask for them, but he just reached out and he's like, hey, I'll send you some books and the cards and whatnot. So as much as a lot of the times when I buy PDF these days, or like buy RPGs these days, I do get them on PDFs just because I think it's cheaper, more convenient. I can load them up on my computer or pull them up on my iPad, and then if I really like the game, I'll buy a physical version. So that's why I have like the Fallout book and Forbidden Lands I bought as the PDF first, and then I bought the physical book. So yeah, I probably would have bought this at some point, but he beat me to the punch. So and shout out also Toby for making other great games like IST, Intergalactic Space Trader. Check it out if you want a cool space economy trading game. I have played it a couple times on the channel, especially showing off my little ISTOW website. That's a pretty cool little companion site that you can use to help automate a lot of the game and speed along the play and track your progress and all that good stuff. So yeah, good game, good times. We didn't die, surprisingly. I wasted my 1 spell scroll, but I was scared for that apothecary fight. So it's understandable. We got some amount of gold, lots of items. I think, like I said, whenever I play this again, I'll have to pick back up with Thomas the Adventurer. I know, super creative name. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of wrap up there. So also, I talked about this earlier, but for this channel on the week, I'm not doing any videos this week. I've been really busy this past month, and especially like this past like week and a half. Been extra busy. Do apologize for the sporadic schedule, but there's a good chance in the next few weeks it's going to get even more hectic for me and busy. So I'm going to try my best to at least do a stream a week or do some videos, but yeah, I don't know. If I get more busy, you know, I might have to even move stuff around a little bit more, or I don't know. I'll keep y'all updated and, you know, try to do what I can. But yeah, just as a fair warning that there's a chance my schedule might get a lot more busy here in the next few weeks or so. So I'll let you know. But yeah, no videos this week. And then tentatively next week, my stream will be playing and trying out the Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game, which I just finished this book yesterday. The Fellowship of the Ring, at least. I still have the other 2 books to go through. And it can be played 1 to 4 players. So I'm really curious to get diving into this. So that's the plan for next week. Like I said, right now, I posted my video schedule to my Discord like a month in advance, but right now that's pretty tentative and my streams are pretty up in the air because my schedule is just really hectic right now. So take everything with a grain of salt, but hopefully we'll get to that next week. And yeah, that's what I got for today. So thank you all so much for coming in and hanging out and watching me dive through a little bit of a dungeon. I think we made some good progress. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, a like is always greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya. Have a good week, everybody. Go dive into some dungeons. I'm sure you won't encounter a bunch of holding cells like I did.
But somehow we persevere and learn to stay afloat. And I know it ain't easy, but trust me, just believe me, we gonna be okay. We gonna be okay, because no one really knows, yeah, just where we are going. We all do our best to just keep going with the flow, yeah. Everybody knows that what we want